Shining there at the Overlook Hotel, which has a very distinctive carpet pattern.
With the twins on it. And
Yes, it's geometric, very 60s stuff.
How are you tying that into the cosplay?
For a photo shoot, I can bring the carpet to it, we can get a desk, put a typewriter on it, and all that kind of stuff.
So I had images of like prop background.
But yeah, for coming to con, I haven't quite thought about it, but I could do something where I've got the carpet. I don't know. Just drag the carpet around and stand on it, and then people go, oh, there you go.
I feel like that might turn into like a creepy Aladdin.
Yeah. Will you ever be Groot Ahoy Steve? Yeah. I do mash up a lot of stuff, and because I have my Groot head, which I'm still working on the rest of Groot, but I've still got the Groot head, then I just pull out with everything. So I've done Groot Vereen when I've been Wolverine, and just Groot up, and yeah, you can just put Groot on anything, it works, because Groot is amazing. And totally have Felix face, thank you. I'm not, is that a compliment? Because Felix has got a huge nose, but...
Do you like Felix?
Yeah, Felix is cool.
It's a compliment, there you go.
I mean, Wreck-It Ralph is cool, it's, you know, Disney stuff and things, that's good.
Again, haven't seen it. Apparently I've seen nothing in this world.
Everyone is the worst. You've never watched any films.
No, never. I knew who Flynn Rider was.
That's good. That helps.
And it only took me probably about 10 minutes to click on the British channel.
Yeah,
while we were shooting it.
Punning cosplays are the best.
The light behind is gorgeous.
Yeah, but until you say it out loud, it kind of...
Yeah. I do get a lot of cons. I'm doing British show and people are walking around and say, "Oh, you're the greatest Groot."
I just...
Yeah.
Oh, I was just meant...
Yeah. Anyway.
How do you decide who your cosplays in that case? Is it because you love the character? Is it because you look like the character, as we've seen?
I don't think it's because I look... Well, some people say I look like stuff, or some people say I've just got a face that can mould itself to anything, which...
It's handy in cosplay.
Yeah.
It's definitely handy.
Mostly I think it is because I just have a connection to the character, or I think it's going to be a lot of fun to do. Yeah, it's all random stuff, because some things will be like, I just really, really want to do that. Some things will be like, someone will say, oh, you should do that, and I think, that's a cool idea.
So just kind of run with it.
Yeah.
Fair play. What was... I'm going back because I can't believe you've only been cosplaying like 2 years. I'm genuinely shocked at that, because I've seen you in front of the camera, I've seen you around cons, and you were just like the life. It's fantastic. I do remember you rocking out here at the mail shoot in Groot, and you were doing a proper little jam on the floor with Charlotte and Sam.
Yeah,
and that
Queen
was
going on. Yeah, that was good.
really fun. What was your first cosplay in that case?
So yeah, first cosplay at con was 1950s Biff from Back to the Future.
You did so. Why did you go for Biff?
Because I went to con to meet Christopher Lloyd and Tom Wilson. I think Tom Wilson, who played Biff in Back to the Future. So yeah, because we went to con to meet guests, and that was why. So yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, I dressed as Biff to meet Biff.
And how did Biff take it?
He thought it was really good. Yeah. Yeah, because you didn't really see that a lot. There was one guy dressed as old guy Biff, which was really good. And we both had our sports almanacs.
That must have been quite fun for the photo shoots and that day, and just him like snacking around.
Yeah. But yeah. No, I do like pissing about a lot in cosplay because that's what it is. It's fun. It's you don't need to be serious. It's like
some people have to be.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, they don't have to be. They want to be. I don't
They
know.
want
Maybe
to be.
they
Okay,
find
yeah.
it's fun to be serious. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever floats their boat, as it were.
Anyway.
That, like photography aspect, not photography, but approaching photographers and that. How do you feel with that at con, or even like before this sort of thing?
I mean, this sort of thing's easier because it's all scheduled and arranged for you. So it's like you've been told you have to come here at this time, and it's like great. Yeah, I don't have to really think about it or do anything. At con, I think as a male, because getting back onto the topic of
male
cosplay,
Love those.
I think it's more intimidating to approach photographers you don't know. Because again, there's that kind of gender divide. Most photographers do seem to be men. Most top cosplayers or more well-known cosplayers tend to be women. But I think there's a certain, male gaze aspect to that kind of stuff, which is kind of interesting when you look at it from a sociological point of view. We're getting really deep now. It's great.
Let's go with this.
So yeah, I think for me personally as a cosplayer, if I don't know the photographer, it's very hard for me to go up and say, take my photo.
I love like the 50s style.
If I know someone, then
that's what I want you to go.
I don't go up and say, take my photo, because if they didn't know it's me, it'd be like, oh, okay, come on, have a photo. Because I'll do silly stuff.
So they want to,
Yeah.
Just do that pose again. I'm just going to do a
But yeah, I think it is interesting the perceived gender divide.
Seems quite a good word on that one, because
Yes.
I've never fussed if it was a male or female when I'm taking photos.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm not in front of the camera often enough to notice a difference on that.
Yeah.
But if I see a character I like, I'll go fangirl and just,
Yeah.
you're amazing, let me take your photo. Do you get a lot of that as a male cosplayer? Or it
depends on the character.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, Greatest Showman
Okay, so
is weird because people don't get it straight away. If they do, then they think, oh, that's really cool, and they want a photo. But then if they don't, it's just like
so
you just
like a 50s.
something weird that I don't get, so I won't take a photo of it.
That way.
yeah.
Fine. Do you find that you're approached more by like men or women, or again, is it there's not much?
I don't know. I mean, in terms of like general public stuff,
I'm good.
you good?
Good. I'll try not to die while you're doing your very like deep conversation.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, in terms of general public approaching, I don't think I notice a difference. In terms of photographers, again, well,
I was going to say you seem to know most, well, at least the people you shoot with, you said. So
yeah. Again, it does seem like most photographers at cons or whatever are men. I mean, how do you find that as a female photographer?
Well, to be fair, all the photographers I know, except for Sam and Charlotte, are men. So in that respect, yeah. But then if you go on Instagram and actually search it, I mean, I've been pointed out to a couple of female photographers tonight, and they're amazing.
Yeah, there are some really, really good ones out there.
That's
I think it was Starbit cosplay.
Who knew?
Yeah, Starbit cosplay. And someone showing, and I know she was MCM because I saw the pictures from her.
Yeah.
And I actually recognised some of the cosplays. Didn't actually see her there.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if it's because I'm not looking for photographers,
Yeah,
because I'm doing my own thing, or
because you're looking for cosplayers. That's the thing. Is
yeah. So it's kind of a difficult thing to spot, isn't it? From the whole gender divide. So I personally don't look for it. It's just kind of like fangirl. Oh, they're cool camera.
Yeah.
What are they shooting?
I love them.
It sounds really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is one of those weird things, I think.
It's fine. It's just that.
Yeah, it's not necessarily something you notice or
Same.
look out for, but I think it is just how it is.
So like, looking at the cosplays, even the ones that I go and fangirl
like
over,
this kind of lingerie.
from the male perspective, it does tend to be ones that are really, really intricately detailed,
This is my fault.
or the large armor builds.
Yeah.
That's
I
about
did it
it.
with two different male photographers, and the first time he was like.
I'm trying to think of. This sounds really bad. I'm trying to think of anyone who's
so
like.
nice, and I was like, okay, this
an
is
average male
That's when I realised it the first time.
Hey!
I was like, oh, okay.
That's
No,
why I'm
you
here.
cover the details. So I mean, like your Flynn Rider is like spot on, and your frying pan is awesome. Is that maybe the divide? Maybe there's just more women in cosplay?
It wasn't.
Quite
It wasn't
possibly.
like the
I think it's.
fact
I think there is a certain, again,
that
you
they
know,
were just like,
sociological,
hey, you know, I'll do
gender
this,
normative
it's like,
expectation
oh, cool, I
that
get all of these photos. So
it's okay for women to
quick button kind of
dress
thing.
up and look different. Whereas for if you're a bloke who goes out in fancy dress and blah 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 blah, it's
Takes away from the manliness.
exactly, which is a load of shit. But
Then she
you know,
started
So yeah, we've
as a man, I get that. I can feel like I'm overlooked from photographers prioritising taking pics of female cosplayers. Yeah, I'm not sure I've experienced that personally. It's something that I do hear quite a lot when talking to people in general, that I don't know, there are perhaps more certain photographers who will just gravitate towards.
Skin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, and a certain type of female cosplayer or character or whatever, where it's, you know, sexy stuff. But yeah, it's not. So it's certainly not not applied to everyone, but there's probably a percentage of that.
It is true, and so there was something at the last MCO, and there was a model who was probably wearing maybe a little bit less than was appropriate for a family event, shall we say?
I heard about that, yeah.
And she had a sea of photographers about her, and then I mean there was still tons of talented male and female like builds that like you look at them and think, holy hell.
I can't believe that.
And they do get
I
neglected.
cannot believe that.
Are they like, I don't know. I mean, I can't comment on who they were because I don't know who the photographers were because I don't recognise
And
photographers.
also you're like,
But, well, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
you're really
It's like, you know, but, oh,
leading new people and stuff like that. Like you think.
oh, apparently I can't call you average.
Average. Got your back edge. you
Dude,
rock.
he called himself average.
Yeah.
I said nothing. I feel judged.
I'm the
Right.
definition of mediocre as well.
Again, to clarify, he said this, not me. I didn't say
I've read
this.
up a lot of things like
Yeah.
that.
Symphony Ride was amazing.
But yeah, I got a
And the Grey Head was amazing. Should I just fangirl a little bit so that I'm not accused of calling mediocre?
If you want to fangirl, then fine.
Sulk instead. Yeah, what was the point? What were we saying?
About photographers prioritising shooting women over men.
But they, maybe it's very difficult to even like guess. Are they people who just go to con to take photos, but they're not cosplay photographers? Potentially.
Well, yeah, there is going to be an aspect to that, isn't it?
It's a public event, you know.
History will decide, as you said.
It's being recorded.
Yeah.
We can rewind it.
I probably said it, and you.
I may have agreed.
Oh.
In a, not like, oh no.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, mental cosplay. I feel like we keep getting off track here.
So yes, photographers who go to conventions who are not necessarily cosplay photographers, who are just after skin, for want of a better word.
Yeah, so are they setting the standard of that perception?
Possibly. I mean, you do have a percentage of photographers who go to con who aren't what you would consider cosplay photographers, and there would be a percentage of that who would just be after skin. So there could be a certain influence. I don't know, not spreading across, but I guess once you have that percentage,
it kind of grows because people follow
Yeah.
the trend, don't they? So
yeah.
it's just a matter of
Oh my god.
changing that initial. Sorry, I've got glitter somewhere.
Glitter everywhere. Yeah.
It's Tony's place, isn't it? It's just glitter.
Yeah.
There's glitter everywhere.
Yeah.
There's no glitter.
It'll appear. Give it 5 minutes.
There's loads of glitter in the bedroom.
Yeah,
Let me touch
I know.
it. There's like a
Right.
explosion.
Sorry,
I don't know
yeah.
where it came from. It was just there.
So yeah.
It's all left
Never be gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to change that necessarily because I think it's a two-way street. Photographers and cosplayers are codependent on each other to, produce good work, and you need male cosplayers to be more stringent and forthright and say, take my fucking photo.
regret saying that. But I'm gonna get my
I look amazing,
So what? To take more pride? in
Sorry.
Safety and
I think perhaps to be less backward about coming forward.
Not being
And I did a shoot with Tony and all the female photographers that we know for the male cosplayer photo shoot day thing. I can't remember, whatever the official title of it was.
The mail shoot.
Male,
Just go with that.
male
The mail
shoot.
shoot.
Where
official title, really.
it was just male cosplayers in the studio setting to help prove that men can take good photos, and you can come to a studio and have nice photos of you in your cosplay, and you should be able to ask for all of that stuff. So that's really good.
Sorry, Ed, can I just interrupt?
Go for it.
We have Lady Intrepid in full body paint here. Looks amazing. Produced by these two amazing young ladies from Twisted Sister. This is my first full body paint shoot. Is it yours?
Yep.
Neither of us have
Yeah,
any
should be
idea
fun.
what we're
Nope.
doing. Let's stick to our standard of dark and moody.
Yeah, that's why I said it's not like to be like dark because it's just what we do.
Yeah. We'll go with one light.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Have
Sorry.
fun! We'll go tidy up now.
Cosplay, would you rather consider doing full body?
Well, I don't know. Again, it comes down to a confidence thing, and I think if male cosplayers had the confidence or were more confident, then they could and should do stuff like that to help move stuff forward. I had a comment. One case where Chusor has been going around cons with female friends, people take pictures of them, and then he's like, "I'm here too," but then they just move on.
Like, this is the one
So yeah,
That's harsh.
that is very harsh. I feel for you, man. I think if we have, in the same way, we've got allies from other minority groups. That sounds awful. I'm not saying male cosplayers are minority groups at all. No, I mean, like, if you've got female cosplayers who are with you, then they should hopefully also stand up and say, look, you should take a photo, of my mate, or do it together as a group and all that kind of stuff to start to bring it in.
So I've had that with a lot of female cosplayers when they're in groups. You'll see they're doing different series, but they'll call each other and say, "Can you take a picture with my friend?"
Yeah.
And it's like, you both look amazing. It doesn't matter, you're not from the same franchise.
Yeah.
Do guys not do that? Does it depend on the group? Does it depend on the girl? It would do, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I guess that's in the instance where you've got a mixed group, females and males, and yeah, if they're just taking photos of the ladies, then I would encourage the ladies out there to encourage the photographers to take photos of their blokes.
Yeah, you know what I'm like.
so have you any experience with being asked to leave a shoot? Not asked to leave a shoot, that sounds like super harsh, but in that sort of respect where someone's taken a picture of the couple of ladies you're with and then kind of been like, nah, it's cool, dude, don't need this. Or even vice versa.
Keep hearing my name being mentioned.
Funny
I
that.
was looking at
I can't think of a specific instance, but my memory's crap, so
Oh, you are?
I could
you
be
still
wrong.
wearing yours?
I mean, I would say the stuff like that I've experienced personally has been more just because I've been walking around with like my girlfriend and someone wants a photo with her, and they don't recognise my character or just not a fan of it as much, and so they didn't want to photo with me. And that kind of stuff is fine. I think when it's a photographer, like a cosplay photographer, I don't know. I'm probably less aware of that stuff because I don't care as much. Just because I'm there for a good time and just having fun with my friends, and I don't remember feeling particularly snubbed, but I can imagine that does happen, and yeah, I feel bad for the people it does.
Sorry.
Any other? Oh, we have something else.
Harley Quinn from the Arkham games, brother was Court of Owls member and he got a lot more pictures than me. However, a lot did think he was Slenderman. Oh, there we go. I guess, yeah, it probably does depend on the character, on the cosplay. Yeah. I guess all things being equal, if you had male and female version of the same character, of
Do a
equal quality.
experiment.
Yeah.
At the next MCU.
Yeah.
I'd actually
Have a
definitely
control
say.
group and,
I was going to say, I'm sure we've got enough cosplayers here, we could talk a couple of people into doing this.
yeah.
Get them about the same sort of level of quality of costume, same sort of build.
Yeah. Just rank people based on their attractiveness, because that's not dangerous at all.
With more people in this
Yeah.
one, and it's probably going to get a bit less PC. I was going to say something and I completely spaced on what it was.
Okay.
So it was obviously massively important and really going to help the discussion.
Yeah. Scientific experiments on control groups.
Way before scientific
Okay.
experiment.
All right.
We were in a safe place at that point.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, I think it is a perceived thing. Whether it's how much it's based in reality, I think it's very variable. Like I say, some blokes will get their photos taken a lot because they do awesome cosplays, or they their character is particularly popular at that con, and yeah, I don't know, it's very variable.
I don't know about yourself on like Instagram and that. Do you find you follow more men than women at all?
Yeah, I like those actually.
I don't know. I've not really thought about that before. That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Because saying that, I do follow a lot of Spidey cosplayers.
Yeah.
Because I went through a massive Spidey phase. But even if you go and look through my
Pop a
feed,
hit as well.
most of my feed is women.
Yeah, I think.
I get for like 3 hours.
So that's an interesting point from an Instagram.
You must be shattered.
I think
First thing
again,
we're gonna do
perception
after we finish
that
is get you a towel so you
female
can
cosplayers
shower.
are better
Now
at
if
self-promoting
you turn
themselves.
your
You know, using their Instagram feeds, uploading more regularly, etc. Doing lots more stories, being more social, for want of a better word.
That's the point of social media, yeah.
Yeah, and
Those girls are
subsequently,
smart,
Yeah.
on top of that, you
They are
know,
absolutely
gaining
Yeah,
larger
social media
followings
is
and
like
etc. and it
a-
sort of accelerates. Because then you have the non-cosplay, you know, people that follow it, follow your feed for skin or, you know, whatever better word, you know, attractiveness.
Now,
Could
this
be for the
is-
specific fan.
Yeah. You're allowed to be offensive, it's fine.
You'll never
To
know
make
them
them-
in the background, no.
Not really much you can do other than
How
short
about
to
if I
change
told
that
you if I found
besides.
people with bikes?
Again, I think,
Nice.
yeah, from a male cosplay point of view,
I kind of
being
think that idea
better at
forward
self-promotion,
a little bit.
you know, updating your feed regularly, putting
That's-
stuff on Instagram.
Ties into the whole being more confident when approaching photography.
Exactly,
Isn't it?
yeah.
I feel like we're kind of, this isn't what we're doing, but it feels like, you know, all these solutions we've come out with is like, it's all on the cosplayer, rather than changing perception of
Yeah.
how it is. Yeah, no, majority of
Yeah.
it will come through that, I get that, that's cool.
Yeah, I think, yeah, guys, if you are feeling hard done by, then yeah, do something about it, make a difference, go and, you know, talk to photographers and say, I'd really like you to take my picture, I really like your work, you know, talk to people about it and stuff.
I would say as well, book stuff outside of con.
Yes,
Because I think every photographer I ever spoke to has been like, yeah, I love it.
yeah,
And they'll carve time out of the day, especially if they like fandom as well.
yeah. Come and do a studio shoot, get some experience of that under your belt, because hopefully then that will give you more confidence when it comes to con to then, oh, you know, look, I've done a studio shoot, I can do all this kind of stuff. On Instagram, there's a lot more guys out there that will follow female cosplayers for other reasons. Well, yeah.
You say that, women do the same thing. I don't know if they do it in the same.
I'm just going to hit
I think-
videos.
Yeah, probably
No.
quantities and I don't know, subtlety about it maybe.
Just derbies.
You know, messages that women get on social media. I certainly haven't had stuff like that aimed at me from female cosplayers, so
You've got a fairly good following, haven't you?
Yeah, it's like,
I do alright.
Oh, wow.
I do alright. I'm average. I'm mediocre. That's
terrifying.
fine.
That's really
You said that again, not me. So you don't get like weird messages or anything like that from
That's cute.
overzealous ladies.
You get a lot of like the bot stuff, which is just, you know, it's just
Yeah, go for
shit
that.
directing you to sex sites and stuff. You just delete that straight away.
Joe would be
I've never had the male equivalent of a dick
Joe
pic, for
called me out
instance.
on the
So
live stream about my
there is that,
pocket
which
dunking.
I don't envy.
Yeah?
Called me out, shrewd. I know.
But yeah, I don't know.
Right, what do you
So
want?
girls apparently just more subtle at being
I haven't slept for like how many
Follow.
hours, so.
Yeah,
Neither of you.
I guess. I mean, again, this is all from my personal experience. This is a very small sample size of me.
And I'm not bang on the bang
so
eyes, you're supposed to have been gone
I'm
by
sure
now.
other people have had that.
You know, have we had
Yeah.
anyone that has had?
Yes, anyone, any
Who's had weird messages from females?
male cosplayers out there who've had the male
I
equivalent
get
of a
some
dick
from
pic?
Amber all the time.
I just send you cat pics
I know.
of adorable cats, thank you. Just realised what I just said to Tony as well. Why did I say
Yeah.
that?
Anyway, moving on.
What, you're making them
Shut up, yeah.
Obviously, as a male cosplayer, you can also get a gay following as well, which I know, you know, some of certainly the really huge male cosplayers
You're right.
do
You
have.
have quite a following.
Yeah,
That's a demographic I actually forgot about on Instagram. But yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about it.
Thinking about gays.
I always get great
Always. It was
That's nice.
Pride weekend, wasn't it? Just gone?
Well, yes.
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 So, see?
Yes. Lots of pride all the time.
No.
Tried to follow and show support to my fellow male cosplayers on Insta. I've commented some jokey, dirty things a couple of times on Ed's Insta.
He was like,
There we go.
Oh.
I was like, it's a horrible photo. He's like,
See, I probably completely over my head. But,
Just took him with a pinch of salt, a bit of innocence. Good.
yeah.
I feel like we're not going to ask for examples, although it is late, so we probably could, but no.
Come on. We're after
Yeah.
midnight.
Have you come across any challenges as a male cosplayer?
Challenges.
So we spoke about photography stuff and people.
I don't know. That's a, you're giving me really crap questions because they're like hard and I'm like I have to think about
But they're
stuff.
good questions.
I know, but it's like midnight or whatever, and it's almost 1 o'clock. Shit. And I've got to think. I don't know.
Okay, dream cosplay, ultimate, no budget, dream cosplay.
Someone asked me
That's
that the other
what
day on my Insta, and I had to really think about that. But I did figure out that I would want to do Sully from Monsters Inc.
Let's just do a headshot.
Because that's a huge build. It would involve lots of different crafting and skills. I do like big builds. Sully is one of my favourite characters. Monsters Inc. is one of my favourite movies. And I'd want to do it like proper animatronic with like eyes moving and mouth moving and stuff like that.
It's always going to be the problem.
That would be impressive, that would be awesome.
I know, but I have no idea how I would do it, when I do it. But yeah.
That conversation you and I had.
Start building framework and
Yeah.
learn how to walk in like weird stuff things and the cake.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing a bit of that for the group, but
Yeah, it's just everything around
Yeah.
it. It's
You ever thought of doing like
that
a
bit's
humanised
fine.
version of
Everything from
Sorry.
the
Sully.
So you just spent
Just
the
like-
last 3 hours getting
like
painted
face
up
paint.
for 20
Oh no,
minutes.
no, just like
Purple.
you know when people turn Pokemon to humans.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And
Yeah,
then it's Stajinka.
yeah.
2 minutes.
Or is that sort of not really not appealing at
I
all?
don't know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna try something.
I don't know. That could be a good stepping stone. I'm starting doing
A little jacket in the
yeah, more sort of interpretation stuff. So I'm going to a con tomorrow, today, because it's 1 o'clock in the
Very
morning.
Catwoman.
And I'm doing a comfy version of Flynn Rider because we're doing like PJ Disney group,
Like all of them.
like from Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Well, like, come on,
But
like,
obviously
well,
Flynn
well,
Rider
well,
wasn't
stick
there.
around, why not?
So he's just going to
But,
crash
Right,
it
any
anyway.
other
Yeah.
questions for a second?
There's a great artist in South
No,
Africa
not really.
called
I'm
Taxi
kind of out.
who's on
Yeah, me
Instagram,
too. This is
and
normally me.
she
It's not
drew
that I've got to do myself.
this comfy version of Flynn
I mean,
Rider,
you're almost
so I've used that as
not
inspiration.
Yeah.
Taken my own spin on it.
I know, stop going to get so
Did you get
low.
Pick the Boo store at LFCC? I did.
You and
I loved that.
stood in the forest
That was a
street,
really,
Friday
really
wearing
good prop
nothing,
they had at
and you're
LFCC.
wearing full
Um,
dress.
If you were Sully, you'd get so many hugs. I would. That'd be. Oh, you see, that's the thing. The reaction from the kids would be amazing. I love that. So when I'm Flynn Rider, you get all the little kids who are just like, oh, it's great, and I give them my flyer, and they give them a little poster, and they just love it, and it makes my heart melt. So yeah, that would be really cool as Sully. Because yeah, you'd be very huggable as well. I'd have to do it when the outside temperature was like -10 or something, to not die. But
If you're doing the whole animatronic suit, you could just build like a fan.
Right, should we call it quits?
Yep.
done.
liquid cooling. I need to put
Can
some
we
liquid
just
cooling.
say-
in it.
Go. It's a plan.
Lady
Yeah.
Intrepid looks
So, yeah.
amazing. This is a very brave thing to do. But not anything close to what we've done in the past.
Very true. Right, I'm gonna go on.
I mean, you were the Jesus print on the floor.
I still have that photo.
There's Jesus print on the floor.
So we did a water and oil shoot, and when Lady Intrepid got up, there was her imprint.
You can just see like my waist and everything.
It was perfect shape. It was like the shroud.
I was like, cut that out and keep that.
Yeah, that's right there. So, yeah, sorry to have interrupted.
That's fine.
Okay.
Right.
Fair.
I'm gonna go on.
We should be closing to an end, but you know,
I think Michelle's doing a giveaway. 1 o'clock. I just
it
think
probably is. I
I
can't
think
imagine
I heard
putting you
that.
on the spot, but
it's fine. You can keep doing that.
so,
Come on, then, throw another really hard question at me.
The meaning of life?
42. That's not hard.
No, the actual meaning of life. in relation to cosplay?
Okay, so I believe the meaning of life is to strive for happiness. So it's the striving that's the important bit. If you just become happy, it's not worth anything. You need to work towards it.
So it's more about the journey to it than the actual being happy.
Yes. Obviously, the end result of being happy is amazing because you're happy. Yeah, you're having fun.
And don't forget your town.
Yes, exactly. But working towards it. I think, which is sort of that's a lot of cosplay in that, because you spend hours, minutes, seconds crafting your wonderful creations.
Seconds?
Okay, maybe not seconds, but
It's millions upon seconds.
yeah.
Just want to warn you, we're going to be throwing flour around.
Okay. Thanks.
You're most welcome.
Good job. I've got to change clothes.
I don't.
I hope you do. You've got another shoot.
I mean, I've got like my dresses in the corner though, and I haven't got anything other than to get to walk home in.
I feel like I should put that somewhere safe, but it'd be fine.
Yeah. So yes, striving for happiness, meaning for life, because you work on all these things and then you take it to a con and hopefully you get happy. That was alright. That wasn't. I was expecting a proper mushroom cloud. But,
That was just a start.
so yeah,
Cool. Got a dream photo shoot in
I
mind?
quite like that one.
a dream photo shoot as opposed to a dream cosplay,
Yes. I mean,
like a location or.
everything. So, is there something that you've
It's
always
still
wanted to try
coming
and
down.
do on
Yeah.
camera? As a camera. Okay, what do we do specific-
Hello. 1 o'clock in the morning.
You said challenge.
That one's good as well.
I think that was.
I don't know.
Right.
Even if it's a little bit like physically not possible, like we were talking about doing Wormhole for Magneto.
Okay.
That would have been a cool.
Don't
really
know
cool
if this is
photo
going
shoot.
to work
Yeah.
doing it.
You're never going to be able to do it unless you Photoshop it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I do Wolverine, and so it'd be really cool to do like a shot, I don't know, like a video shot or whatever of him actually with the claws coming out of the skin, that kind
Well,
of
your
stuff.
arms really well. You're right.
Yeah, something
I'm
like
going on with the
that.
contact lenses ahead, but
What
I
about
my
like
eyes
the
there.
healing?
Yeah,
I was going to say, we've got a videographer
Really
and we've got a
good
special
on
effects in here.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you can obviously
What we could
do that
do
by
is
taking a
bring
series of
this down a
photographs
little.
where you change the stuff in between time, but yeah, something like that would be
Maybe I have
very
to keep
cool.
my eyes closed for these.
Fun.
Let's just try that one again.
Have you actually ever shot any
It
like
comes down really
gore stuff? Because you
slow.
said earlier
Yeah,
you
it
liked like
does.
horror.
Yeah.
Which is
I do.
much
Yeah,
better
I've
than
shot quite a few gory things. So actually,
Really
so before I went to my first con,
really
I did a photo shoot with a guy called Rick Jones, who's based down in Canterbury in Kent, who just shoots horror photography.
Is he part of
Horror.
Horrify Me group?
He is Horrify Me. He's Mr.
Yes.
Horrify Me. Yes.
Ah,
So you know Rick.
yes. I don't know him. I know of him.
Okay,
because
cool.
I found the demon shots from The Last Unicorn.
Yes.
And he built that
Yeah.
prosthetic, and that was.
Yeah. So he builds a lot of cosplays, prosthetics, whatever. Does that, but he shoots all the photo shoots as well.
Yeah.
English. And so yeah, that was before I did my first con. I went and did a photo shoot with him where I did a mashup between Willy Wonka and Candyman. Because obviously Willy Wonka is a Candyman. Candyman was the 90s horror with the bees and the ribbons exploding and stuff. So I did so it was basically a really creepy, gory Willy Wonka, and that was really cool.
Just fantastic.
You didn't ask for that.
It is Darren's shirt.
So yeah, so I did that. That was before my first con, and then
Quite an awesome shot.
last October he was doing a shoot in a graveyard in Kent where he was doing Ladies of Horror, but he invited me along because when I went to my first shoot, he said you would make an amazing Dracula, like classic Bela Lugosi 1920s Dracula, just because of my face and stuff. And so he invited me to go along to the Ladies of Horror shoot because he wanted Dracula there, just hanging out with all these ladies. So that was amazing, and he shot me like that as well, and so it's very cool.
How did you get involved in that then? And
Just Rick also owns a print shop. He prints like signs for businesses and stuff. And I got in touch with him because I knew he did that. I got in touch with him because I wanted someone to make me a custom sign for which says "Welcome to Hawkins" from Stranger Things, so that I could get it signed by cast members who were going to cons. So I got it signed by 2 of the kids and by David Harbour now. He also made me an Elm Street sign and a Derry sign from
Can I
It.
just say, the things I do.
I met yeah. So yeah, I like lots of horror stuff. So he made me like custom signs and stuff for all this stuff, which is really cool. And because I was emailing about that, he just said, "I'm doing this ladies horror shoot. Do you want to come along?" I took he wanted my daughter to come along because she did.
He was rude to me.
From the Ring.
That was his
Samara.
idea.
Yes, Samara from the Ring. So that was my daughter in the ladies horror shoot. But then we had like Trish Adams. We had the Lady Cenobite from Hellraiser. We had the Wicked Witch of the East from Wizard of Oz. We had Carrie from Carrie. So I think there was like 10 completely different female horror icons, and me as Dracula just hanging out with them. So that was really cool.
That's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Going from that, I can kind of see sort of where the cosplay thing goes.
Yeah. So I want to do more shoots for Rick because he's an amazing horror photographer. He knows how to light it and obviously set up and gallons of fake blood because that's just.
Pretty sure he's not on Facebook anymore because
he got banned.
he kept censoring.
Yeah, if you want to follow Horrify Me, check Twitter is best because you don't have to censor anything.
I did not know this.
So yeah, he's on Twitter, he's on Instagram. There's still a group on Facebook, but it's posted too late.
It's not active anymore, which is a shame because he seriously is a fantastic photographer.
Check out Horrify Me. He's got a website where he's got all the stuff on it. And yeah, reminds me of the film Monster Squad. Yeah, it kind of was. It was. Have you seen Monster? Oh, okay. So Monster Squad.
I've never seen a film in my life.
Monster Squad is a 1980s horror-ish film, but it's more kid-friendly. I would say, where you have the classic Universal monsters, Dracula, Wolfman, Swamp Thing, stuff like that, and they kind of team up.
Howling Squad, like from Marvel. Is it Howling Squad? And it's basically all of them, but they're superheroes, and they're like, they fight with blades.
There we go. You know something that I don't know. There we go. But yeah. So that's another. I guess if you're interested in a particular niche or fandom or whatever, there probably are photographers out there who specialise in those areas, like Rick for horror, or stuff for I don't know, Tony for Final Fantasy stuff, or I don't know.
Yeah, he's known for Final Fantasy stuff, isn't he?
Oh.
Sorry, who am I?
I just saw the flower come flying across there.
Do it like this, wider shot.
What was it going to be breathing in there?
I get a lot. Yeah.
Have they got you yet?
Another telephone.
Yeah, I've got about you. Thank you.
If you go slightly at an angle, you'll get him.
Yeah.
Use prosthetics to make it look like the claws are breaking through. I missed that comment. Yes. See, that's the other thing. Yeah.
So cool, just in
So if you look at stuff like American Werewolf in London, classic horror movie, and just the most amazing special effects ever.
That one I have seen.
That's good. I would be seriously upset at you if you hadn't. Yeah. Yeah, there's stuff you can do, and I think as cosplayers we can learn a lot from stuff like that. Getting ideas about how to how to make things look realistic when they're not. Look at special effects artists and horror movies and stuff like that.
There's fairly accessible stuff on YouTube about special effects. I mean, love her to pieces. Glamagore on YouTube.
Glamagore.
Mikey, she's adorable, but she's done a whole series of Disney princesses, basically like Sleeping Beauty. She's got sleep deprivation. She's got bags under her eyes.
Awesome.
Cinderella has the glass shoe
Embedded.
on her eye.
Yeah, I think I have seen that. Yeah.
I don't know.
She's great, and she actually talks you through all the process and how to do it and what materials and some of the basic safety stuff on there because she's actually properly
straight towards me.
trained with
Straight towards you.
Yeah, special
all of
effects.
the
Yeah.
special effects stuff. So it's not just someone going, here's something you can just, which makes me nervous. But it would be fun to try. So.
Yeah. I have done a few like special effects classes, tutorial things, like in person with people that have like experienced in the films and stuff, and that's really interesting. You know, playing around with latex and you know painting it realistically, so it's not just red or whatever. It's like you're thinking about the colour and the texture of what you've got in your skin and stuff like that. So yeah.
There was a chat earlier about how special effects and makeup should be used rather than just what's happening more
Yeah.
when they're on CGI.
I agree. I think CGI is great if it's used appropriately.
Awesome.
Just like special effects is great if it's used appropriately. If you crap special effects or crap CGI, then obviously it looks crap. So.
I'd say that about pretty much. Yeah, anything.
Can you
films
change?
do.
Oh, sorry. Can you change the model name?
Oh
no, you just did it.
No, we didn't, did we?
That still says
Oh
Lydia.
yeah, it's not Lydia. Sorry.
Sorry.
Said the next one.
Who are we changing the model
just
name to?
literally just chatting away.
What's your name?
Melissa?
Melissa. Hello.
Charlotte, are
Yeah.
you shooting next?
I'm next, yeah.
Cool.
Fine, why?
Social anxiety, I have paranoid episodes. The one and only con I've been to so far was terrifying, as there was an on-point scarecrow from Batman Arkham, even the walk, and I was scared. Yeah, I mean, that is an unfortunate side effect. If you do your cosplay so well, you can freak people out if they they've got issues around that cosplay or just in general.
I still think
How about one
stuff.
from behind? Just
The
line
Ringo,
it up so
who's
it
in
doesn't
Rogue
sound
One. I keep
too-
wanting to
Samara.
call her Samara.
Yeah.
Who was at con, and she had it down to a T. And she had a circle around her,
Yeah.
and no one would get close to her. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And she was just walking at people, and then stopping and staring, and that was pretty freaky. But it did help. It was in the middle of the day and not at night,
Yes.
which I think is cool.
Yeah.
I suppose. See them just run the other side of the car.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I know
You're right.
you know people that have like clown phobias or whatever, and then you've got a load of Pennywises walking around, and it's not great.
That's really, you are.
I don't
great in that.
think there's a easy solution to that because you shouldn't be able to stop people from doing stuff just because there might be people there that don't
That don't want to see
see
it.
it.
It's kind of a risk you have to take.
Yeah.
Dressing up like this, and especially if,
80
like,
plus.
if it's just coming
I
out,
look about
Yeah.
200.
you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
And we don't talk about that.
So it's kind of just
I
a,
still think you should turn that on and just jump flower and
you
Yeah.
can catch a
shoot
glimpse.
Try it.
Can we please?
Yeah.
That way. Or,
Yeah, it's about being sensible, managing your own expectations
I'm not
around
gonna
what you
jump
see
the
at
whole
con.
I was
And
going to say,
Yeah.
I've got
Which is
one
nice.
more in mind, so I wanted to
I think that if you are like a clown cosplayer or something like that, you should also be aware and not necessarily creep up behind people who are
scary.
who may have serious clown phobia, and you're gonna really
Yeah.
Shall I
fuck
just
them
pop
up.
it into the
Yeah.
pattern?
Anyway,
Yeah.
Three,
more stuff.
two,
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Yeah.
Okay, shut your eyes.
Shaun of the Dead, yeah. Sleepy Hollow, the autopsy scene, yeah.
That better?
And then physical versus digital effects, Jurassic Park. Yeah, see, Jurassic Park is amazing.
One of that was
Sick.
actually
One more
proper,
go.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep your eyes closed.
Okay, 3, 2,
Oh,
1.
okay, that's pretty cool.
That was very cool.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, the shot is amazing.
You're so well.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we're kind of dying from flower inhalation.
The shots look epic.
I'm so,
To be fair, that's worth it then.
you look so
That's
cool.
very cool.
That is awesome.
I
That's
like how this
awesome.
room's full of
These are going to look really good shots, guys.
And flowers
Sorry.
and
Damage anything with it.
that is so
I mean, as long as everybody's
It's all
smoking
Tony's
outside,
equipment, it's fine.
Yeah.
Do you want to turn the fan off?
I'm sorry, yeah, is that not healthy?
Right, what's your one idea?
Digital's best use has always been to subtly enhance physical props and effects. Yeah, I agree. I think if you've got good
I don't know how to
physical
put it in to get
effects,
the
and then you
best.
can use your CGI to
Yeah.
If you
say,
took-
you know, take out some of the wires or remove some of the props, or you know,
Just
change the colour. Yeah, just in a tweak.
What about stuff like then Avatar? Because I mean that was heavy on obviously massively heavy on the CGI.
I'm probably going to shock you and lots of other people. I've not seen Avatar.
No, you're gonna have to stand
Okay.
up.
So we go. As a film I haven't seen.
Have you seen Ferngully?
Ferngully?
Yes.
Yes.
There you go. It's the same film but with blue people.
Fair enough.
I went to a trailer looked
What
quite
have we got there?
amazing.
Tony
Tony
Flower
Flower again. You'll never leave.
At least it's not been banned from using
and turned white.
It's quite sad.
I've been told there is glitter, but it's...
It's been locked away.
Okay.
Flour actually clears up a lot easier than glitter.
You can hoover it.
And it's, you know,
It's
So you want to
food,
try
it's
again?
biodegradable.
Yeah.
glitter is a bitch.
If
Yeah,
you
Tony,
you
sorry,
do
guys.
it
Still not amazing in your lungs though.
It just, you know, toughens
I'm
them
going
up.
to keep him up. I'm not going
Is that the right
Yeah.
level?
Yeah,
Kind of-
like
Veered a long
Oh,
way
yeah,
away
we've
from the
kind
men
of
of
gone.
cosplay
I'm
thing, but
pretty
it's
sure
fine.
that, you know, someone else is supposed to come up and chat to us about stuff, but
That's
you
fine.
know, we're
We'll
good
just
here.
keep chatting.
Go.
You guys like chatting, right?
That was really good.
Apparently I'm still Tony, so that's
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Can't see your
You
face.
still might. I'm saying change up if you want to be someone else.
Who shall I be
Oh my
today?
god, my face, my whole head
Who
is
do I fancy
disappeared.
today? Let's see.
La 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 la.
Just flour.
Michelle? Oh, you can be two people though.
Claire and Marie.
Oh, let's see what headbang you
Yay! I'll be Bendy.
Probably tidy up.
Okay, yeah.
That's just got so much in your eyebrow, I'm sorry. I'll put that in the kitchen.
This is going to confuse people a lot when they watch it back later. It's like, yeah.
Your
And
flour's
if they
my
actually
coat.
watch it properly, then they'll see.
Yes.
Is there a dream?
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah. Why are people not donating? People who are watching, donate. Because they're doing some awesome stuff back there. I mean, I know we're talking a load of shit, but yeah.
Change it up. It's cool.
I've got it.
We can change it up.
Do you want to go like unfoul?
How do we see how many people? Oh, 14 watching. There we go, 14 people watching.
I think body paint is
I actually just realised I haven't been on camera like this whole time.
Oh, you're down there.
Oh,
You're in the little one, in the yeah, bottom corner.
Jenny, I'm happy with
I don't
it.
know.
That one, up there. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions from
Why
the
the
film
hell-
answers from a male cosplayer point of view?
Why don't men do this?
It's not really cosplay related.
Tony's doing it. Yeah. It's Tony not a man?
No, I meant do the foul second thing.
Oh, right.
You should do it.
Excuse me. I believe I did.
Do you want to be?
Does
You
the
should
flower
probably
shoot
be
him?
flicking it off your camera.
Sorry?
Does a flower shoot?
Oh, hang on. Sorry.
It's not something I thought about, but it's not something I would say no to, because,
It's a hell of a lot of fun.
yeah. I generally say yes to
If I ever
lots of
do
things.
contract,
Someone
this is
pretend
Because-
it's not in this, please.
why. Alright, wait.
Hang on, put it in the line.
Chinese
Put it in the line. Put it in the line.
Look, man, you got a smash, go!
Right, I'm going to take a selfie. Okay. Wait, make a line! Make a line! We're not animals. Do they even have like a £50 note in them?
Oh yeah, all it carries
So
on.
then you got a note.
What with their mind?
No, we can't do it with mine then.
Are you ready, Hannah?
We're getting this on the hey, just get it on the screen.
Beautiful.
I breathed in a little bit.
Obviously, drugs are bad, kids.
Question is for Bendy. How long have you secretly been a man?
We did not in any way recommend
2 years now.
Yeah, I don't think it's much of a secret.
Well, you've got two names.
What's this glitter in
Bendy
it?
Benz could be.
That's
Oh yeah,
Marie.
that's Marie. Yeah, I know. I'm pretending to be Marie because there's.
We haven't got a
I chins.
I don't have a presenter graphic thing. It's fine.
Good job.
I blame Tony.
Yeah, it is my fault. It's totally my fault. But it was how stressed out I was trying to make everything better.
Fine, we've been
Sorry,
mixing up the
everybody
names
is now
and, you
covered
know,
in
enjoying it.
white powder.
That doesn't sound.
Thanks for dealing it out, babe.
You're welcome, guys.
Sharing is caring, alright?
Best film of all time? Why not? Let's go random.
Best film of all time. I do like the 1960s version of The Italian Job
Good thing I
because
do
I'm a big Michael Caine fan. It's an unexpected choice, but
Fair, true. What?
Isn't someone meant to have taken a note?
Pretty much, yeah. Probably a little while ago.
Do you want to look at the itinerary?
About 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. Right, as awesome a job as you guys are doing, you know, I don't want you to have to do
Yeah,
more than
we don't want to leave dead air. You know, that's the crime in Radio Land.
There's a schedule. Oh, go on. Can I, Melissa? Can I give you that to put in the kit?
Bananas.
Sorry.
Where's the baby?
How can we support each other?
Yeah.
Tony,
Don't mix the bin.
No,
I'm not doing this.
Tony,
You're supposed to be relieving us.
a minute ago, you guys were even.
So what am I doing?
You are doing how we can support each other.
Well,
And then we've got
Organisation.
support myself by having a cigarette first.
Luckily, I mainly
gonna
do
have
portrait
us.
show. Oh wait, it's Thorns,
we
right?
could get Charlotte.
No, I'm done shooting now.
Yeah, but
Oh,
we missed
I
the
can talk when
giveaway
I
then.
shoot, but.
Hold on.
There should be a giveaway.
So that would have been
Give away at 1
o'clock.
o'clock
Yeah.
with Michelle.
Yes.
Where's Michelle? Is Michelle out there?
Okay, so giveaway wise, have we been up? You haven't been updating the list at all.
I think someone should
update the list.
I don't know how to do that.
If we go into, there
Spreadsheet?
should be. Yeah, so we need to replace all that. There should be where we can see all the donators. Which
All the different. Oh, yeah, there's lots of tabs. Online random stickers. Look. Unless it's on a different tab of the browser.
The entire time as well.
This one.
As soon as it's shut door, it's the.
No.
which one? Oh, there we go. So we had JH Ministry.
Yeah, that was the last one.
Wait, so it has
Yeah,
been
it's
updated.
updated.
Yeah.
I kept it updated.
That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna do the giveaway with you.
I'm good. You do the giveaway quickly. We have a talk in a second.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Um,
So I chuck all of that
Copy
into
all that, yeah, into the link. Where's the link?
that. I saw
Everyone, if you
random picker in
you're
there.
on 22. You're on 22. You need a copy.
Oh,
If you scroll.
aha, thank you.
Of course I'm joking. Women don't have butlers.
Oh, by
There
the
you
way,
go.
this, everyone who's donated so far,
They have mates.
you are now in with a chance to win. I've already lost it on the list.
No, I thought it was men.
Astrilia
You're
design print.
thinking
I'm thinking
of
ballets.
yes.
Estridia Designs print.
Do
I.
we have the print, or is it a custom
not
print?
sure.
Mine shoots lots of
So pick a random number.
Do you mind?
Da, 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 and the result is
Elliot
Elliot! Elliot
Where
Hunter.
did you come in?
Hmm?
It's slightly less.
No, I think he's gone home, isn't he?
Is
Mark
it
it on here
possible
for
to
him.
lift the back?
So if you go onto
Random giveaways?
scheduled giveaways, you write the winner. So wait, which one are we at?
That one, yeah.
Yeah. So we're missing these two.
So we haven't done these ones.
No, we've done them,
But
but no one wrote down who won.
we can look back at the
Yeah.
stream and work it out.
Exactly.
Oh, Angel, I never. I was watching when Angel Andrews did
One of
his.
them
Yeah, he said to
emailed.
message him directly,
Yeah.
so he's got the winner details. But we
Okay.
couldn't find that one out.
So I just go and run this under the tap.
Yeah, that's just dumping.
So I just go and I'll get all these off
Da, da,
Do you wish to die a very early death?
da, to wish the MCon freak out stream in live in them.
Yeah, thank you.
You're allowed to have a freak out, however old you are. There's nothing wrong with having a freak out.
Why are we freaking out?
I know we have a viewer who's.
Yes.
He said he could his mum come with us.
I had a freak out before because there was a very realistic scarecrow cosplayer walking around.
Okay.
Scarecrow as in from Batman.
Oh,
Scarecrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not
You genuinely thought an actual scarecrow for this.
not like Wurzel Gummidge.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
To be fair, I think that might
Yeah.
be more
Have you shot
scary.
Audrey before?
What Wurzel Gummidge?
No, like just a normal scarecrow walking around on the street.
Okay.
You know, talking to your local Tesco's.
I watch a scarecrow themed horror movie.
Sorry, I should read
Jeepers
it.
Creepers.
Fire on my camera.
It was a scarecrow.
Stop trying to make Doctor Who happen.
It's fine.
Anyway, yes. You're allowed to have freakouts because
We're human.
Yeah.
We do. We need to.
everyone has their stuff, and that's fine.
Quite a cozy, but yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Have we froze? Is that not our feet?
That is.
Just pause.
I'm gonna make the lighting so soft.
Oh.
There we go. We can still see the feet there. So yeah.
I know, but that was working last time and that was down last time. Anyone else got any questions? Michelle, how do you feel about men in cosplay? We may have finished that a while back, but
Yeah, we've been talking about films and all kinds of other shit. It's
Just
been
like
great.
film, Italian job from the 60s.
I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. I'm catching up on a lot of classics.
see
Give me
that.
some
It's
time.
Mm.
I've been watching movies from the 1930s, so I've gone hipster on this.
She's not even seen Bill and Ted, so.
Or Back to the
If you
Future.
stand,
Fuck's sake.
hang on.
As a kid, I did everything that my
If
sister
you take a
deemed.
step backwards.
Well, I did what my sister liked to
Okay,
do,
then
and she
yeah.
wasn't into that kind of stuff at the time. So I got to Pokemon late, I got to
Sorry.
Jurassic Park late.
When
I
you're
got
What
to-
was she
it's
into?
much harder to do.
That's a good
Is
question. She showed me The Mummy
that
when
the
I was
one
quite
that's
young, and it
pointing at
gave me nightmares.
The classic 1930s.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I actually
Or the
watched
Brendan
that
Fraser
like
one?
3 weeks ago. I watched.
Oh, okay.
I have seen it, but it was the Brendan Fraser one
Jesus.
because I'm a 1990s baby.
Okay.
That's
Sorry.
She's a kid.
And then
Now I just feel old.
purple.
It's fine. We'll get Tony back in. And we'll
But yeah, I got to everything late. I'm getting to it, but you know, some things have run its course.
Yeah.
That's not how this goes.
Yeah. You gotta watch the classics.
Oh,
So.
it's taking time.
I'm
Did you
working
say the
through it,
studio
I'm just
part for like
horror
5 minutes?
right
I wasn't
Yeah,
there.
my
that's good.
thing.
Classic horrors. That's fun.
Yeah, we're doing.
So we were
the
talking about
originals.
Dracula earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, we were. I
She's
got a
actually
video
seen it.
on my phone because it just amuses me. It's in the 1931 Dracula, and it's when he's in his bat form, but he's just in front of the window, and it's just a bat on a string,
Oh, yeah.
and it's amazing.
Wait,
It
what
is.
about him crawling up the walls like this?
Oh, I
Nah,
know.
he's got
It's
Have
just-
you seen Nosferatu yet?
No,
20s version.
but it's on our list.
So the 20s version is amazing because
But
it's
have you
seriously
seen
creepy.
the new horror series with Zachary Quinto, Nosferatu?
I haven't.
It's very good so far.
Okay.
I've seen a couple episodes and it's quite interesting. I'm not really sure what's happening, but you know that's the fun of it.
Nosferatu.
It's
Like
so
it's
it's
like-
NOS, but it's a number plate. NOS A
I think so,
2.
yeah.
Okay.
So Nos
That's
4
A2. Gotcha.
Okay. Let's see.
and it's
what
Zachary
happens.
Quinto. And I love him.
Okay.
He was Silo, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
And Spock.
Yes, he
Actually, really
was.
pretty. I'm gonna slightly brighter.
That one probably would have been an easier one to remember.
Yeah. But no, so I
Yeah,
first saw him
yeah.
in Silo and Heroes. So yeah. that's good.
The Heroes was awesome.
I saw him first in
It got
American
really
Horror
shit
Story,
after like the first couple of seasons.
but he was always good, right? He can
Wait,
do
who's
no
the bad
wrong.
dude? He was never good. He was the bad dude.
Yeah, but he can do no wrong.
Is this like a crush thing?
A crush on a man who likes other men, so it's never
I
gonna
know.
happen. Love me.
Unobtainable.
That is
No.
pretty. I will show you in a second. I'm just gonna check it's working first. It's knowing these slides. Okay, so you
Worst
start
film ever.
Cynthia.
We're
Worst
gonna stick
film
with the
ever.
film theory because we're one out.
I don't know. I do like. You see, there are really shit like awfully bad horror movies which I love because they're so awful.
But then are they like so awful they're good?
Yeah, exactly. Stuff like Basket Case 3.
Have
Have you seen Basket Case?
Nope.
Okay,
I've seen
it's
this music video from Green Day.
okay.
Does that count?
So Basket Case is a 1980s. 1980s? Oh god, who's it by? It's by the same guy who did Frankenhooker. Frankenhooker, which is as good as it sounds.
I'm just gonna have a cigarette and then I'll be in.
Cool. We're just talking about awful horror movies.
Oh, we do have, you know,
Basket
seen
Case.
Basket Case.
Yes, great set of films. Exactly. So Basket Case, in a nutshell,
£5.
a guy brings a basket to like a hotel motel where he's staying, and you don't know what's in the basket, and it's really creepy. And then you see what's in the basket, which is this like deformed blob of a head that then rolls around the floor, and it's a mixture of puppetry and stop motion stuff, and it's just amazingly awful. It turns out that it's just this guy's like deformed Siamese twin that then got separated from him, and how he looks after him in a basket. And yeah, and in Basket Case 3, it like expands that there's this whole range of deformed creatures, and they end up having an orgy in an attic, and it's just
Okay.
yeah,
Why
it's
not?
just
I thought
amazing.
it would, so,
Yeah, Frankenhooker, another great horror comedy. Yeah.
Is it like 1 a.m.? Okay.
I don't know
So
about
if you
worst
touch slightly on the
Tito did a great job.
movies,
Yeah.
worst
Yeah,
good
absolutely.
movies.
And then.
But
you can slightly
my
go backwards.
favorite
Yeah, and you can hold on to the sword.
horror-esque rock opera is Repo the Genetic Opera.
See, yeah,
That's a
good
great
one.
film.
That's a good one.
That's my favorite film.
Your
I know-
favorite film of all time?
I literally know all the words, including all the speaking parts. You could put the film on, and I could literally, word for word,
Tell you what's next line.
exactly. Well, it's more at the same
See, this sounds like an
time.
interesting challenge.
It's been a while, but this is more like at the same time.
If
not
anyone knows
before.
Repo the Genetic Opera, put a line in the chat. Well, then
God.
give us a line.
Hydrate comes in a little glass vial.
In a
I
little
was
glass
gonna say.
vial.
There we go.
Glass vial.
Yes.
So what's the next line?
Which part? Because it's the chorus.
Oh.
Because then it goes on longer.
Come on then.
More options
Or
then.
Amber Sweet is addicted to the knife, addicted to the knife, addicted to the knife. And it goes on. It's just you should play it.
Yeah.
And if it was at the same time, I could probably keep up with it. But if you put me on the spot, that's a whole different
That is-
question.
It's really nice. I'm just walking around.
Can confirm, heard Mish firsthand.
Yeah, he basically watched the film with me, but it was sort of a duo kind of like tone deaf version coming from me, and then the actual, you know, good singing on screen.
One hand forwards. Yeah, perfect.
I don't believe that for a second.
I
I think of another
still
singing voice.
am surprised I haven't been able to get you to watch that yet.
Cool. I started actually,
Did I
With
start
you,
you on
yeah.
it?
and then I think we got distracted and ended up.
Distractions are the worst.
No, when it's animals. I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sure Lily came in.
So
So
Cats are
Cats
fine.
are cool.
Yeah, cats are
Mine's
excusable.
not the relationship,
That's
but
fine.
what happened to that bug? I don't know.
It goes into the gun
Let me
like a
just try
bat.
it, because then at least I know what I'm doing.
is
And
it
then
bad
just
that I know
make
this song,
money
but
noises.
I know it from TikTok?
And I can make it.
No, that is bad. How dare you?
That's a good discussion point. TikTok, yay or nay?
I ticked.
Nay.
I don't
Slightly
listen.
addicted.
To be fair, I never got into it, and
You
It's
said
okay,
to me you
Michelle,
don't want to be
you
known
can
as a
come
TikTok thought.
TikTok.
Which I'm
do
still
not say this on screen.
I still don't know exactly what that is, but
If you've seen
It's
Repo,
just a stereotype going around.
TikTok's still amazing.
If you've seen Repo, have you seen any of the Devil's Carnival?
No, but I really want to.
I'm in
'cause
the
I've-
process of like making the painted doll from it. It's such a beautiful outfit.
I need to watch it. I was meant to, because it's all the same people. As well.
Yeah.
Well, a lot
Yeah.
of the same people.
Sam?
Which I love.
Sam, the first one is really short. It's like 40 minutes,
Mm.
and then the second one's more like a proper film.
Yeah.
But
I'll
all
check
catchy
it out.
songs.
I'll check it out and then I'll message you and be like, oh my god.
Do this.
No.
Painted doll and the scorpion.
And the twin is amazing. Okay, if you like.
So yeah,
these are
people
the-
on the that are
We have
watching,
blue now.
drop
Blue's
some
nice.
really good
I'm happy.
tacky movie suggestions
Or
in the
give me
comments.
some horror movies to watch during my binge.
Hey.
I have TikTok as well in case you songs. Oh,
Is it easier if I count
Yeah.
down? For like, yeah, okay.
I think that's quite funny.
it is. I would agree.
Did I not bring my phone in with me?
No.
Pass.
Yeah, I
Sad
have brown eyes
times.
too,
Yeah,
though.
that one.
But
Oh, no, I
you do
did.
dark
I have a
lingerie,
pocket.
Dark eyes all the way.
I'm not used to
Like,
my clothes having
Fashion,
pockets.
light eyes, lingerie, dark, 100%.
Literally,
done it
everything
once
is
by accident.
covered in a lovely layer of dust.
Oh.
Anybody
Flabbergasted.
else get like the urge to do like a
One.
detective shoot or something?
Yeah.
Like leave fingerprints.
Forensics.
3.
You could do,
One.
yeah. Oop, sorry, Animal Crossing was open.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's an event on.
Yeah. If you sit.
It wasn't
like,
my
Don't
have a
apologise to us.
balcony-
Apologise to people on the stream who are
Is it
disappointing right
better
now.
to stand? I can stand or sit, whichever's
See,
easier.
I think someone's
Why don't
tempting
you
us here
stand
to
for-
listen to Devil's Carnival on YouTube.
Nah, it's copyrighted. We can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, you know, we're on the stream now,
if
so
you- this is
that's what
your-
we're watching on
that's the
YouTube.
colour, so this is
And
like
you
the
should all be
lights,
watching
we're
as well.
gonna do
Exactly. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Oh, down. Gone down.
Cool down.
Yeah.
We piss
Yeah,
people
so
off.
if you turn towards
All right.
that
What do you
one,
guys want to hear?
and
What
then
do you guys
yeah,
want to
bring
know?
the face to me.
Talk to us. Talk
Yeah.
to us, people.
You've got us till
I've
Tony's here.
watched 57 horror movies this year so far.
Oh, okay.
Different
Two
horror
times
movies. That
slightly
doesn't
more,
include
yeah.
rewatching or TV series.
What's been your
3,
favourite one of this
2,
year?
1.
I really liked
3,
Halloween.
2,
I thought it was great. But the first Halloween, and I like the sort of reboot remake, I thought it was fun. I liked seeing Jamie Lee Curtis in it again.
Yeah.
I really liked Scream. I think that's
Yeah.
great fun. Cabin in the Woods is one of my favorite
Oh,
films,
yeah?
but I haven't watched that this year.
Okay.
Plus, I've watched that a billion times. I don't think it counts.
Never considered
This is
that.
new horror movies that I haven't seen
Okay.
before. I watched Hellraiser 2 days ago,
Okay.
and to be fair, for a 1987 movie, I am amazed with their special effects.
Yeah.
And fun fact, everyone's going to be excited about this.
Actual
There is
family.
literally a
If you
scene
try-
that has been filmed
this
at
is really
Comic-Con.
pretty. If you just look
I
off
swear to God, I
like,
recorded
not
it and
at
sent it
light,
to my
like
group
that.
chat. It's
Yeah,
Comic-Con.
that's-
Okay.
It's
Okay,
the
3,
Docklands.
2, 1.
Okay.
With the pylons.
3,
You can actually see the pylons in
okay.
it.
If you
Turn
bring your
the
hand
lights
up a little
off.
bit,
So I'll
it's
show the
like
stream in a
softly
second. But
the
if you look
other-
at the stuff behind her,
Yeah.
it
I can
is.
see that.
It is. And if you look at the
3,
buildings,
2, 1.
and okay.
That's really
So if I...
Which is that camera?
It's out there.
okay, it's gonna have a reflection, but you can sort of see it.
It's not going to change anything.
Yeah, it's...
Is
Oh
it
god.
Oh, that's right. There you go.
character you play?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you
It's
go.
literally tiny Pulp Fiction vibes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Which I haven't
with cranes
seen.
from
No, I
Nexo.
haven't been.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got this wicked.
So I saw that and I was like, oh my lord. I got really excited.
Flower everywhere.
I was like, I know that place. That's a place I've been.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
God.
that would explain what fell
Not
on
living in
just now.
America.
Yeah.
I don't get that very often.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hot.
Sad times.
There's quite a lot of films.
There's often sitcoms around here.
I mention your own time. Oh, for sure.
If that
You
makes you
will.
cold, let me know. Okay. If you
Yes.
face
That was a
fully
long
Well,
time.
we have a talk coming up. Does someone have a thing?
Tony was due to talk 15 minutes
angry
ago.
sexy.
Yes.
But he's gone for a fag, so
I don't know how else to
kind of
describe
filling
that.
time.
Yeah, that's why we're just narrowing.
Yeah.
Just stare at, you know.
Yeah, how can we support each other?
How can you support me?
That's really gross.
Like not
By
Literally
letting me
non-stop.
use your letting me use your Groot head.
Yeah.
Do sexy
Because the
Groot.
way it's
It's
made,
gonna
if
be
you
really
try it,
funny.
you
Do like
like
green and
use-
brown lingerie. It'd be great.
They're literally
Do
that.
you gotta have like? I still want to do sexy shape from.
We've had another
Emily.
donation that's gone up. Another £5.
Thank you for the
Thank you,
donation.
whoever donated.
Refresh the page.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Da, da, da. Yay, Max Beamer.
Thank you,
That
Max.
is done.
I guess Max is watching.
Is that number 2, Max, or is that number like 6?
That is when the light hits you.
I think that's number 2.
Right on that, like, very far.
Add him to the. I think
Oh.
it's
I think
well,
it needs to be slightly more actually.
it'll be
Donations.
Donations.
Your flags on the winners.
Was it?
We need to change the host.
There we go. Hopefully. Oh, where is it? Hopefully.
Is that
Guys,
fixed?
is the sound back?
Where's the mouse?
It's very.
Why can't I?
Sounds back. There we go.
I can't get out of this box
we are,
to get
yes.
to the.
We need to go back and find one winner.
What box do you want to get out of?
Oh, there's my mouse.
Yeah.
There it
There
is.
you go.
It's fine. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
You got it. You got it. I don't
I
got it.
just need a little bit of a break, guys.
It's cool.
It's alright.
I can keep gabbing. There we
I know
go.
you can, mate. You're alright.
Tired.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I have salvation. It's fine. This is my God for tonight.
It's fine. We have what?
Next thing is what we do is we take a syringe and just put it straight into my eyeball. That'll wake me up, right?
So yeah, talking of horror movies. There we go.
I mean, I don't want to force what I like onto everyone, but it's just what I'm really into right now. So I'm just like, I can talk about this. It's fine.
You turn almost slightly more awake.
Maybe in the next 24-hour Giant to
That's
shoot, we should do some horror shoots.
Yes, I want to do a Cassie shoot. I want to be. I still need a CRTV TV. If anyone has an old CRTV TV, hit me up. I need it.
Who's eyeball pull?
Cosplay is eyeball pool. Eyeball.
Yeah, I'll do all kind of. I'll come out of your own TV and murder you in your sleep in return. It's a win-win. Cosplay as Eyeball Paul then. Who's that?
I don't know.
I'll find it out.
Oh,
Let's say
Google.
fictional character, protagonist of Kevin and Perry.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
is that one that I missed?
It's not
I'm guessing
within the horror milieu. It's
he's eyeball pull because his trademark is working
He-
through his eyes.
yeah. He drinks vodka through his eyes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay, that does make sense.
Yeah. Kevin Perry go large.
Serious.
It's
Hi,
so
Becca.
Becca.
Someone said
More
hello.
purple. My God. Sorry. No, it's fine. It's just it makes my job easier and I have to change the gel over. No. We're gonna shoot all shoot in blue.
Dream shoot.
I just think
Or dream horror shoot.
Yeah. Dream horror shoot.
Because I know you've got the ring planned. So with the
I
TV.
definitely want to do it. Yeah.
Well, you want to do Samara.
I want to get an old TV and literally crawl out of
Yeah.
it.
But
I
my
think
daughter's
that'd
done
be really
Samara.
fun.
It's very cool. My daughter's done Samara.
I'm so jealous. Can I be your daughter, please? Please. I definitely want to do Horrify Me UK thing because he's the one who suggested them in the first place.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you were there.
I should get.
Yes, it was
Commission.
at the men shoot. Oh, Men of Cosplay
Yeah.
meet thing.
Was I shooting?
Probably. But yeah, no, it's definitely something I'd love for them. But so they have different choices, and one of them is exorcism, which I don't think I'd do because I think the fake vomit puts me off a little bit.
See, my daughter also did Regan when we went the first shoot when I was doing Willy Wonka Candyman. She did Regan.
You're Candyman.
I was Candyman, but I was Willy Wonka Candyman.
I need to watch the second one.
Okay.
Is Candyman 2 any good?
Yeah.
I watched the first one.
I think all three are quite good.
Oh, there's 3.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I forget, from the time sequels were just churned out like butter.
Yeah.
Mr. Tom says Becca heart face.
She's my Becca now. Get away from her. Is that pointing at you?
Yeah. So, but she didn't like the vomit because basically it's mushy peas.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So yeah, so you
kind
just
of a cool,
but it's
yeah.
cold, and so the texture and everything is just. It wasn't pleasant for her, but if you can stomach that, you just basically put it in your mouth and then you out.
Yeah, I understand the concept. I think that might be a bit far for me. And I wanted to do it with some friends just for fun anyway. So I reckon it's also what everyone's comfortable with. Everyone was like vampires. I'm like, that's not gory enough, but zombies are so generic.
If you talk to Rick, you can make it as gory as you want.
Make vampires gory.
Yeah, no, I know. Be like literally drenched.
If you look
That
at some
would
of
be
his
awesome.
recent stuff he's put on Instagram and Twitch and stuff, it's like, it's so good because it's
I
just
know.
completely
Yeah,
drenched.
I just love looking at their stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went on a tangent about some
It's on the lowest.
horror stuff that's just really awesome.
That's fine. That's what
not even that.
we haven't been
Yeah,
talking about
it's-
Men of Cosplay at all.
It's
just
really
been
not expensive either. It's like for the amount of prints you get and they do your makeup. It's like
insane. It's
I
really
was
good.
thinking about going for my birthday, but I just with my packing I ran out of time. So we went to the ice bar because it was the hottest day of the year. It was just the best decision I've ever made because I came out and my fingers were hurting because it was so cold. So the heat was just like yes, but then it got too hot again, and I was like, can we go back?
Just live in the ice bar till the heat's gone.
It was
That's
amazing.
what should have been
Just
done.
touch all the cold ice. And just like, yes.
Yeah.
What else we got going on?
bit of a quiet chat. I think everyone's quite tired at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, last year around this time, I remember we put on started doing a face mask.
Not being later, I think about this.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
it
what
was
we could
great.
do?
What?
Cinema popcorn. My
Hmm?
little bag of cinema popcorn.
We're gonna what? Sit.
Just
Make
sit.
it. Just sit here and
What,
watch
eat
popcorn.
popcorn?
We could.
Watch popcorn?
Watch ourselves
Just eat
eat
your
popcorn.
I'm sure, yeah, that'd be
exciting.
fascinating for everyone on the stream. That'd be great.
Love it. No one's objecting, so yes.
There's no one to object.
Just 11
Left
or
hand
10
thing,
people.
yeah.
Ah, you scared someone away with your talk of eating popcorn.
Alright, we won't eat the popcorn.
Plus there's the lag.
You're the
Anyway.
lag.
Rude.
I'm sorry. I'm sleepy. Should we change the picture? We haven't in a while, and that's something to do.
What picture?
This
Oh,
one.
right.
Let's see what we have. What is this? Oh my lord. That is amazing.
That's like
I love these.
sex on a stick.
These have come out really great.
Oh,
Charlotte, you did an amazing job.
I'm slightly traumatized. I have to say,
Oh my God,
this is a
that
much more
That's a
flattering
good
model for my
face.
style.
He's enjoying
And I
that.
feel like I did alright.
Oh,
You did a
very
good
much.
job.
The ones with the mind banners are sweet. I like that.
I like this one. That one's cute. We're gonna
Darren
keep that
just
one
looks
on for a
genuinely
while.
like happy to be here.
Because he is
I
genuinely
know, but
happy
it's just
to be
really
here.
sweet. Cool.
Charlotte's also amazing. Everyone should follow her. And
love you.
oh, we gotta change the model and the photographer.
yeah.
Wow, we're bad at this.
Yeah.
It's when it got this late. It's,
That's really, really personal. I like that one. Why are you shooting wearing your glasses? They're genuinely really cute.
Because every time I shoot wearing my glasses,
my
I look like
contacts are
Velma.
acting up.
It's because they frame
Thank
like,
you. Yes.
with the wig,
Yeah,
they're
cool.
giving your face the, like, some of the contour as well. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm assuming they can read it, but I'm not really sure.
Have you used model with the sword before?
On the stream?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
So we just screen it like that.
I think, well, it depends.
But you can't see the chat if you full screen it.
Fair enough.
Alright.
You like to
But
I'm not
here,
sure.
quality, you're on 360.
Oh, that's for yeah, it's for
Yeah.
the internet.
Yeah,
That makes sense. My bad.
this one.
That's really reciprocal.
Hi, everybody.
Hi!
I mean,
Dr. Nick.
just conversation filler.
You're right.
I'm sure there's something.
No.
Why don't we do Chinese talk?
How to support each other.
How to support
Yeah,
each other.
okay.
Why don't we rock
That's a
on
good
with that?
shout.
Because
How do we support each other, Hannah?
by not pushing Michelle off the stools.
Yeah, you nearly kicked me off earlier.
No, you hadn't put the thing down, so I pushed it down so you wouldn't fall off the stool.
Oh, thank
Like,
you.
this is stunning.
See, I was supporting you.
You've got
Yeah.
the silhouette, and then I'm gonna bring that up a
I
bit.
feel
Hi,
like you're
Dr.
tricking
So
Nick.
me.
it's not as silhouette, but like still.
You're not in. You're like in
I
that
know,
corner,
I'm
but you're not in
in
that
that
one.
one.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you want to
I'll
like?
swap your
Oh,
legs
I
over.
did.
So,
I did
yeah.
tilt it
Perfect.
because earlier the way people were sitting, but we can do that.
Oh. Damn it.
I mean, you can probably move more this way if you want.
That's fine. I'm alright.
If you look chin
I'm
down
just
a
in the
bit.
middle. Everyone else. Wait. Oh, wrong way.
Don't enjoy the view behind.
But if you
Well,
look
I mean,
you're
it's
like,
literally why they're
I'm
watching
gonna
at this
put my
point,
chin down,
considering
so
we're
something-
babbling.
yeah.
Um,
Something worth
Tom
talking
says
about.
not.
wait.
Is he going to bed?
I guess so. Damn, I was beaten to the
Hi,
hi, Dr.
Dr.
Nick. What?
That
You
was
went,
me.
hey everybody, and she went, hi, Dr. Nick.
Oh god.
I'm sorry, I'm such a nerd.
It's fine.
But good night. Don't have nightmares. If you bring one of your hands
Listen to
towards
this
like-
an hour of this
Hopefully that's not
conversation.
common.
Probably going to get a few moments.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. This is not the
I'm not that
conversation to
bad.
have with you. Pinhead was actually a pretty good film.
And almost like hold, like,
I was
hold the
genuinely,
brain.
I was surprised. I didn't know what
Hellraiser
to
or
expect.
Pinhead?
Hellraiser's the
Hell,
film.
yeah,
Yeah.
did I say Pinhead just
Yeah.
now? Oh, I meant Hellraiser, sorry.
To be
Okay,
fair, I've
but
seen
Pinhead
special
was an
effects
interesting
and
character.
documentaries on the special
Yeah,
effects,
yeah.
and that is pretty sick. So
Yeah.
I just have no idea what the story is.
Yeah, Horrify Me has done an amazing Pinhead shoot. They had a male and female Pinhead Cenobites. Have you
Do
seen
not
those?
tempt me. Yes, wait, isn't one of them, I'm pretty sure I've seen the female one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was censored, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how that's how I remember it. That's
What's
like
the white thing
cool.
on?
Yeah.
White thing?
But the
Oh,
like the
my
ladies
white
of horror
thing.
shoot I did, they had the female Cenobite where she's got her skull
the white
like
thing,
exposed,
yeah.
pulled back, little skin That was really cool because I saw how they did that, and it's basically you cover up, you get like a skull cap, to cover it all up, and then you get another one, which you then rip and pull over, and then you paint that. So it looks like that's the skin, and then you paint the inside like pink and like very light whitey pink to make it look like the skull. That's really cool.
That's cool.
It's very cool to see that.
Did they have the Chatterer?
No.
Or Chitter,
No.
something with teeth.
Yeah.
He's my favorite. I don't know why, but he is. The mouth exposed.
Cheddar.
It's a Just put it out. Just put it down.
I like how you're like trying to make everything sound a little better than this.
Fair enough.
It's not scary, I swear.
Chatterbox. There we go.
Chatterbox, thank you.
Yes, thank you,
I'm gonna really try to keep nearly dropping this on your head.
I did only watch it like 2 days ago, and they don't exactly say the names in the films. But isn't there's that blobby one? I'll remember his name. Probably.
Mr. Blobby?
No.
He's terrifying in his own right. Let's be honest.
I'm not gonna remember. It's too.
Okay,
late.
cosplay idea, Mr. Blobby.
What is?
I want to be able to sleep the rest of my life.
Why not be Flubber?
I would. If I
Flubber.
Actually, that would be fun. I could like throw slime at people.
I haven't seen that movie since like the
Because you're
90s.
like the lights there.
That slime
Scary
scary
guy.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his official name in the
I don't
credits.
think so. He has a name, I swear to God. I watched a video on it, but like,
Yeah, just as long as you can.
Mr. Blobby at LFCC. I did not see the Mr. Blobby at
I'll
LFCC.
double check.
But there could have been. I mean, that's the thing with cons, isn't it? You just
you don't see
see so much you miss.
We go through it sometimes when we don't spend con together, or if we've been apart a while, we just go through like the favorite cosplays that we saw, because most of the time we haven't both seen them.
It's like at LFCC, I saw pictures of this girl who's in a wheelchair, but she did a Annabelle cosplay, but in the case. So she built that round her wheelchair, and she was Annabelle in the case. I was like, that's amazing. But I never saw her. I just saw photos of it, and it was like gutting.
And it's like huge, like it's something that you're hoping to see, and they're like a big cosplay. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna see them, but you just never see them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay. The smaller ones, it's a bit easier, but I haven't been to LFCC in a while, so I would assume it's quite a lot busier now.
It's big, It's LFCC.
I've never actually been to one. So.
Really?
Nope, I've only ever done MCM.
Come to the next LFCC. Well, they're doing a winter one in November, aren't they?
I'm sorry.
So, I get you don't have them, you just fake it, it's fine.
I bullied you for months to be my friend.
Yeah, quite literally.
Oh yeah, try that.
She's,
A bully?
yeah, she is, to
Hey.
be fair.
No, it was more just to get her to open up to me.
Aggressively, yeah.
Yeah, Trusaurus all depicts the Annabelle too, but didn't see her at all at the con. So there we go. How can we solve that problem of missing cosplayers or missing people? You want to meet up with someone and you just have no fucking clue where they are, and you just
Message them on Instagram.
My issue
yeah, because
with
obviously
messaging
everyone
people-
always has Signal and always
Exactly.
checks their
At
phone all the
MCM,
time.
I never have Signal, and it's really hard to find me. And I try to keep my phone in my hand nowadays, because if it's not in my hand, I won't see a call,
Yeah.
because I'll never notice. So, I think I've gotten better at it. But I used to enjoy going off on my own, so it was not just I couldn't get your message or your call. I was avoiding people because I like to walk around on my own, so I wasn't constantly stopped, and the people I was with weren't so happy about it. So I was like, oh no, I got lost. But the people I walk around with now are awesome, and they're at my pace, and it's perfect. So we tend not to split up that much.
She's only saying that because I'm sitting here.
It's true. Well, every time you were free, we tried to meet up. I mean, we missed like a day or
We
two.
didn't meet up at all, did we?
We tried to, though.
Yeah, we tried, but it just didn't happen.
You were very busy.
It's freaking awesome.
So
many shoots.
Are you gonna do that many shoots this time?
I don't know, because I don't know what I'm cosplaying this year, so...
We have a place booked, so Comic Con is definitely happening October 2019.
But yeah, if you only work out.
So I'm very tired. I am actually
You
looking
know
forward
what
to
you're
it.
doing on
You
it?
just seem to have more energy than me.
Lean out on the floor. Yeah,
It's called I can make it work for longer, so this is going to give me another like 3 hours of
legs towards the
pretending
big
I have
light.
energy.
Yeah, that one. Yes.
And then I might crash.
There is no crashing.
There is only pain.
There's only pain and
Just how it works
fire.
out sometimes. There's quite a bit of these cosplays were at LFC. I saw Blur cosplay 10 times, but none of his. Yeah. I think that is it's just the thing, isn't it? I mean, I guess some people, they might be in cosplay or be at con for a short period of time, so it's just, if you happen to bump into them in that period, it's quite hard.
Sometimes bigger cosplays, people want to get out of it earlier. You know, they don't want to ruin it or break it.
Or it's just random luck. Like LFCC, I bumped into Ronnie, who's one of my girlfriend's friends, a lot, and she never saw them at all over the whole weekend, but I kept bumping into them.
I have a weird like radar that I always bump into certain people I don't want to bump into. Every single year I'm like, oh, they're there, let me hide behind my friend. And it's just like, and then the people you're actually looking for, you just cannot find them. And they're telling you where they are, and they're just not there. And they're like, no, you're not here. And I'm like, no, you're not here. And it's hell.
Yeah. It's that lag of the messaging, and it's like, because you don't just want to say,
You don't want to just stand
I'm here,
still.
and then you wait an hour for someone to turn up. So it's like, yeah. Someone in an inflatable sumo suit at LFCC.
I remember when those got popular.
I don't remember this seeing the sumo suit. My daughter was one of the inflatable dinosaurs at LFCC.
I had one of those inflatable birds. So it had, you were the legs, but the bird came around you, and then there were fake legs that blew up, that sort of hung there, and I wore it to school. And I totally got bullied for it, but I still have a fond memory of it because, you know, I was a weirdo, and I still am. I mean, going to school with an inflatable bird for Halloween,
Just thinking if you want cool
maybe not the smartest idea.
Did it get popped?
I don't remember.
No.
It was a long time ago.
That's how I dressed for school, was clean of hearts.
Well, I dressed up as Xena the Warrior Princess when I was 7.
Nice.
My mom sent me some pictures the other day, and yeah, obviously I'm not actually cosplaying. It's just a outfit that we clearly bought from like a Halloween store, but
You were
I
a
look
character.
so happy.
It was fine.
Ah, Xena. I was telling someone about Xena the other day, and they were like, I don't know, and I'm like, oh no, I feel so old, and I'm not even old.
Right.
Yeah, alright. Shut up.
Wait.
Yeah, that's what you
I just think I got booted out of the island.
I love that. Love that.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Remember you want just so that you'll put up? So, yeah.
I'm going to leave you to it because I need a wee. I'll just share that with the stream in general.
Toodaloo. Get it?
Yeah.
So,
Toodaloo.
Thanks, that's so funny.
Yeah, I think I'm shooting in 20 minutes.
Yes, go, be free.
Why? At some point,
He looks so cute in it though. She's got a cute hat. Have you noticed there's random flowers falling from the sky occasionally? Yes. In the middle of my last shoot, she started getting like white dots on her, and it fell on my eye. But apart from that, it's slightly blurry.
kind of noticed that.
What happened?
This flower falls off the ceiling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Time.
It's 2 o'clock.
Oh, Zoe's next.
So there's 10 more hours.
I've got 20 minutes, then you can watch me live edit a photo and lose my mind with Sam.
Yes.
I'm trying to applaud that. Supporting me losing my mind.
I mean, that's how I advertised the stream on my page, right? I was like, come donate to my insanity. As I slowly lose my mind.
Michelle, insanity and butt shots.
Insanity and butt shots. No glitter this time.
There.
I haven't taken any butt shots.
And like the Pokemon Go Pokestop cosplay. Still play the game and love it. We had a Pokemon Go cosplay?
Were they cosplaying? They were cosplaying the Pokestop.
This is so
They were a Pokestop.
Yeah, but here. Enjoy it.
I'm assuming at LFCC.
Oh, because that would have been like a very cool cosplay.
Neither of us actually attended LFCC because we were both busy, and it was during my birthday weekend.
It was, yes, because Daisy went. Didn't
Yes. So, you know, I was busy not doing anything for my birthday, basically.
Hey, we got brunch and pancakes.
On Sunday. My birthday was on.
It was for your
I'm
birthday.
we did loads, to be fair, but it was also nice and chill. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, we are at 2 o'clock, so the giveaway for 2 is
Flour around here. Too much.
It's just dropping off the ceiling. It's like,
Somewhere around.
Probably dust it down.
that's the ceiling.
Just, yeah, it works. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, me and Sam are coming to relieve you guys in 20 minutes. Is that alright?
yes.
Can you guys hold out that long? She did this earlier.
I don't know. You know, I might just have to die on stream.
Yeah,
Is that
because
okay?
I'm just editing. I can literally just grab a drink and come on out.
I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was.
Doesn't lie, I kind of want to
It's more being lost. Yeah, I'm fine. It's more being lost for entertainment. I might have to actually murder Hannah in front of everyone.
Fair enough. Okay. I'm in hand getting out very right.
Well, we were supposed to be doing like Tony's support thing, but that kind of trailed away quickly.
Yes, but also I wasn't really sure where we were going with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you
or
got
is it
that.
Darren?
I think it's Darren. It is not shot your lingerie yet, I think.
I think it is you next. That was the two.
It was Tony, then me.
Okay.
Yeah.
1:20. We're on 2 o'clock, sorry.
Tony.
2 o'clock is you with Zoe. I'll go and get Zoe.
When's my next time, right?
It's about 5 in the morning.
Where are you? Best one. 4 o'clock with
So
Tony.
we're still lingerie, aren't we, at that time?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I'm not shooting till 5 now.
And the winner of the Articus Wands is Ed Fricker. Isn't that the
Whoa.
second one?
Yeah, how much is it donate? 50.
Oh, okay.
He gets both.
Yeah. Cool. I will write that
We
down.
did that early.
Someone could go.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
Right, let's get into this.
Look at the pretty.
1 second.
Oh my.
Oh Jesus, that's so pretty.
12.
I like how it's open at the back.
I need this in my life.
This is awesome.
You could also have it open at the front, and it could be like a skirt, like a one of those old timey ones, you know, that they pull up at the front, like a steampunky thing. It looks really nice. Anyway, I got distracted. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ed Fricker won, and there's so much flour on the keyboard.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, flour, yeah, not cocaine, you guys. I have regrets. Why did I do this? All the cocaine, I mean flour.
Yeah. What time is the editing?
It is 2:20, so they have 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Although, if you
I'll
are
see you guys
ready,
in a bit.
just jump in.
I don't know what lightings I've got set up.
Okay, Articus Wands owner here. Congrats to the person who won. Just get in touch. I will let him know. He's just in the other room right now. Everyone's winning besides me.
Not this one anymore.
Give it time.
Okay.
Or donate. More.
So, I just want to see how it comes out.
I'm
Be in with
poor.
more chances to win.
I'm.
What's the next giveaway?
The next giveaway. I'm not sure.
could
You have to
probably
pay for.
reference this. Yeah. Put this all away.
Yeah, I'm not liking
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
that.
Keep up the great work, guys. You are all doing an amazing thing here for an amazing cause. Thank you. We're trying our best, but we're tired. And it was at his local. He saw someone dressed as a Pokestop.
That's still pretty sick. Next cosplay.
And there's a wow at Zoe.
Thank you.
Sorry, what's up?
Okay, so the next one we've got coming up is Every Echoing Breathing by Rachel Hannes.
Haynes.
Haynes?
Haynes?
So-
Signed?
Oh, I'm seeing it upside down, so I will find that for us. Let's see.
Can you give me 2 seconds to grab a coffee? Because that fan is pointed directly at me and it's cold.
That's awesome.
There we go. So in about an hour, we have another giveaway coming up. So exciting stuff. Welcome back. My contacts are really starting to irritate my eyes, which is making me seem tired.
Snap. Did you
I'll
bring your glasses?
Yeah, I did. I'll switch them out in a sec. I do have a shoot at 5 when everyone's asleep.
Wait, that's with me, I think.
Yes, I have a shoot with you and a shoot with Tony. That should be good fun. Yes, keep facing that way. I think they love it.
It's beautiful.
Give more. It's working for me on the giveaways. I can't really afford it.
It's not about how much you can give, it's about what you can give and actually being the act of giving. I feel like I lost that sentence before I even started.
I think we're at that time of night where it's just like, I feel like I'm having just a chill conversation and I'm not really sure if anyone's properly listening right now or anything. But I'm just going to keep talking.
There's a few.
A friend of mine went to the hospital once, and I had to keep her up all night. So I just talked all night.
And talked.
And just talked. I just kept talking, and I don't even think she was listening. I don't think she could have been. She was very ill. But I needed to keep her conscious. So I remember just being really hoarse in the morning, being like, yes, stay awake. But at the end I was like, I'm so tired. Good times. Thank you. It's Elise. She always does the Gremlins too.
I love it.
You met? Oh,
yeah. No, I couldn't see the name because I can't see out this aisle all of a sudden.
Are we all struggling a little bit?
A little bit. So, it's cool. It's cool.
That's because the fans
It might have something more to do with enough, the flower.
That was awesome.
All I ever tried
It
to
was
do on a
awesome
live
until
stream
the
is
after
babble
effects. My
on. I
camera's
guess
also
you
covered.
gotta keep it interesting. Play to your strengths, Fabes.
I'll dust it off for
That's cool.
It's Mark, I assume.
Who's the mark? What?
Play to your strength, Fabes. It's either Mark or Nate. It's one of them. Only 2 people call me that.
Keys to Ascension?
Oh, I thought it was keto. I'm so tired.
Have either of them on the keys?
This has become the watch me lose my mind show. Now, who's got money on it?
Right.
Is this where we see all
Let's do it.
the donation money boost up?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Donate to my madness.
Right.
I've been really getting into the Cthulhu mythos recently, listening to recordings of some of the Lovecraft stories, and it's bizarre, but it's actually really interesting. Like, such a closed-off, racist man could come up with something so vast and terrifying. I mean, his cat. Do you know the name of his cat?
No.
I'm not actually gonna say it, but it's the N-word man because he had a black cat. He was, agoraphobe, and he had all these issues, and he was scared of everything. And I think that's why he was able to write such incredible stories, because everything terrified him. So he
Showed that fear
Yeah.
with his words.
I guess I watched there's a documentary on YouTube about him, and it was actually really interesting. I do interesting things with my time. Watch a lot of documentaries.
Yeah.
But then
Documentaries are good. It's good to know.
turn it your waist.
And you can learn something new even better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's better than watching and filling your head with weird fantasy stuff that can never come true.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like what, reading books and shit. What's your favorite book?
Colour Purple.
Give me more.
The Colour Purple. It's an amazing book. Read it.
By who?
It is an amazing
I
book.
forget who actually wrote it. She did win a prize for it. Though.
Yeah.
Was it Pulitzer?
Yeah.
Yes. Her style of writing, it's about a...
Didn't she write Fried Green Tomatoes as well? Or that's
That one I
something
can tell
different?
you. That one I have no idea. But it's just like
Sure,
the
what
style
might
it's
We
written
have a
in.
computer. Google.
I really love the Northern Lights series. I always have, just ever since I was young.
Pullman.
Yes. I have a signed copy, and I'm very happy with it, of the Amber Spyglass.
Yeah.
And,
What am I looking at? Oh, the Green Fried Egg. Sorry.
that just reminds me of, when you say green fried egg, that reminds me of Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss, and that was my favorite story of his. I
that's
told
what
you
I came
Dr.
back
Seuss
with,
was
yeah.
gonna come up. That's all that came up.
Also,
I will
how
not
to
have
actually
it.
dye
I
your
do
eggs
not want
green.
green eggs and ham. I do not want it Sam I am. I do not want it on a train. I do not want it in the rain. I do not want green eggs and ham. I
Do not want it, Sarah.
Apparently, you can actually have green eggs.
mean, we had green eggs at school when we were reading it because they and ham. They food colored everything.
I don't think I'd want to eat green eggs.
Or ham?
Or ham.
Definitely not ham.
No.
You know, turkey
What else you
bacon's
got?
amazing though. When I lived in Dubai, that's all that was available, and it tastes, if you,
I've had it in Singapore.
I liked it.
What
In
type of bacon?
Dubai, they did it right, at least, in my opinion. 'Cause I'd always go to Subway and get turkey bacon on my sandwiches, and I was like, oh, I don't even like turkey normally, but it tasted like bacon to me.
It all depends what you
But
have.
it's less fatty,
Yeah.
and the fattiness puts me off of bacon.
Do not
It's too
stand up, sweetie. You will smash your head.
It's fine. I already did
death
earlier.
by light. Tony murdered me in the studio with the light holder.
I feel like that's
Being a
not
whole
so
new
much of a
game of
murder
Clue.
mystery.
And it's Clue, murder in the dining
Thank
room
you.
with the candlestick.
Yeah. So,
They come from Green Chickens. Shut up, Mark.
Fantastic Fear of Everything is a good film with Simon Pegg.
Haven't seen it,
No, but it's
but
Simon Pegg.
I like
so-
Simon Pegg. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Has anyone seen The Dead Don't Die? That is a film I think is going to be really, it looks funny and I want to see it. And it's got Adam Driver, Bill Murray, Iggy Pop, more people, Selena Gomez. It's got so many freaking cameos apparently. And it came out in June in America, but it came out here in July. But I don't know when, so I missed it.
That way.
I know I want to see that one.
Ta-da. I guess that joke gave away it was
was
me.
it?
I mean, it gave away it was you because of M-Faves.
Yeah, but you said it could have been Nate or Mark.
Oh. I just went with it.
You knew it was Mark all along, didn't you? You knew.
Always. Nate goes to sleep at a really early time. It wasn't gonna be him. He's always sleeping.
See, you've got. Says not seen but looks good.
Can I use the
Is it really bad that I forgot what movie I was talking about?
The Dead Don't Die.
Oh, yes. Not seen it. It does look good. I was like, what movie have you been talking about? Oh.
Double tap. Double,
Zombieland.
yes. Zombieland Double Tap coming out.
Yes. Well, I saw the trailer. Have you seen the trailer?
I don't like trailers.
Okay, that's fair.
Spoilers. Yeah.
Andrew doesn't watch trailers, so I understand. It looks interesting. I won't say anything about it, but it's coming out, and
Does it
I
look
can
like
check.
it's got a similar vibe to the first one? 'Cause the first one was...
Yes, I think so. The trailer, I want to go see it. Basically, it's good enough for me to be like, yes.
Okay, I can look at this.
You know, a horror movie you could watch that you wouldn't be afraid of. Happy Death Day. I love that film. It's not a horror
I
film.
think I saw the second one.
It's a
I
yeah.
actually enjoyed it.
It's a
Was
great
that with
film.
You or Max? Yeah.
I went on Valentine's Day to Happy Death Day, and I think my friend came with us. No, that was on our anniversary. Max came with us. We went to Endgame, and he really wanted to watch it, so he's like, "Can I come with?" And I'm like, "It's our anniversary, but okay, if that's what you want."
Sharing's caring.
Weirdly dry humor for an American comedy should be interesting. Just watch the trailer. I'm glad I could get you, send you to the trailer at the very least.
And thank you for coming back.
Hoots, he's tired. Sorry if you wanna like just see that some more.
She's so pretty.
I know. I really have to pee.
You can't go. You can wait another.
I've got about 6 minutes, so it's
Yeah.
fine. I'll wait. I'm like a leaky fountain anyway. Fun fact.
Thank you.
I'm gonna like look over this at some point and be like, why did I say
I
all this?
believe it is.
At 1:20, it's Charlotte doing an edit.
No. Tony's next. Is which one?
What? 2:20.
Yes, Beast Awakens.
Ed. Yes. Then after, where are we?
Next page.
sorry, I didn't mean to snatch it from you. Darren Rowley is shooting.
I'm only doing 2, am I?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, that's probably making up for the fact that I did 3 earlier.
Okay. Darren's doing 4?
Yeah.
Every day I'm shopping.
I'm excited for the male lingerie. I think that's going to be something exciting. It's harder to do, right? So if you think about it, I follow a couple blogs, because I have no shame, that do male boudoir, and I feel like a lot of them resort to like chains and buckles and that style because it's harder, but I feel like you could do really good stuff just by going simple. Maybe it's just me. I have simple pleasures.
You need to know how to
Pose.
Yeah.
It's
not
more
only
about
how
the
to pose,
modeling
but also
than-
then how to like. I mean, with these guys, no
Yeah,
problem.
if you have a good photographer, they should hopefully be able to help you in that sense.
That's
But I am a female, and therefore I don't
I'm the model.
know anything.
You're also a model.
But I'm also a female. It's a lot easier for a woman to do boudoir. There are so many more options.
And there's boobs.
And thank you,
That
Tony.
does make everything better.
And there's
to be fair.
boobs.
And the thing is,
Not in my case.
males and females like boobs.
Have you seen?
Got great boobs, Michelle.
Thank you. But yeah, we're at that point in the night. We're like, okay, we'll just keep talking, but yeah, it's chill.
Flour in my coffee.
You mean cocaine? I mean flour.
Sorry, yeah, no, definitely flour.
For sure. There's like, there's a
Should I-
smiley face.
Somebody was walking.
Oh
on
no,
the
I'm gonna
desk.
go all Ouija on this and write, hi friend.
Footsteps.
Hi friend. I literally stopped someone from drawing a Ouija board on something the other day. I was like, do not do that. I don't care if it's not real. Do not risk it.
Just in case. Just in case.
I liked the sequel to Ouija. The prequel sequel.
See, ghosts.
But I thought the original, I understand you won't
Definitely.
watch it, but man, the first one was, there was a scene in the second one where I literally screamed and I was horrified, and I had a few days around my apartment where it was dark and I'm like, oh, and it's been a long time since I felt afraid, so I was like, okay, the second one has got something going, but the first one was, bit meh. I was bored. And I mean, I've been watching the classic 1930 movies, and if I can happily watch those, then yeah, they're a bit slower, but they're good films. The original Mummy is something you might enjoy.
Sorry, Hannah. Do me a favour and drop that light and sort of aim at your
Don't hit me in the head, please. Are you okay? Do you want me to move? Ugh.
So the shuffles.
towards.
Oh gosh. Okay, I am not feeling safe.
Sorry.
This is planned,
I'm not sorry at all. Totally
Sorry, I don't want to get hit in the head by a light, so I'm just gonna hang close.
You know, this is Zoe's party.
I know I'm scarier. I can be pretty scary.
You okay? All good. I'll catch up with you in a minute. You're shooting them down, aren't you?
Yeah, first.
Still handy.
Yeah, but no, well, I guess you're on stream in that one. Be like that pranked, like,
Is that better,
show. It's like, oh, it's all a prank, bro. There's camera there. There's camera there. I'm
She doesn't
listening.
handle horror films because she knows she's scarier. I think that's kind of cute. You're terrifying, my dear. Wonderful.
Thank you. One of my favorite films, probably Cabin in the Woods. That's a good film.
It's all about Fifth Element.
I will watch Fifth Element. I need to.
And I will watch
I haven't.
Superman.
I haven't avoided it on purpose. Now at this point, because she loves it so much, I've just been like, well, I have to watch it with Hannah. So it's just kind of waiting that we have a day that we are actually going to watch films. But every time we hang out, we have actual plans. Most of the
I feel
time.
like that's not a bad thing.
No, but it does mean we never watch movies together.
then you've got
Tucker, yeah, I've
I
seen
know.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It's a good. I really enjoyed that. And no, I haven't seen Fifth Element. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry.
like peer pressure from all around.
Yeah, I know. I'll watch it sometime. Slowly passing out on the stream. Give me. If you donate, you'll wake me up.
She's getting all excited.
I like Tucker and Dale. I thought it was hilarious because it's just exactly what I love about horror movies, but it just flips it and makes it different. Then makes the story just so funny. And you know, they're just like, oh my god, all these kids are coming here to commit suicide. Michelle hasn't seen The Room. That's because I know it's a bad film that you have to watch with friends. I'm not gonna watch that on my own.
I sort of watched it on my own.
No,
Sort of watched it on my own because I watched it with someone who'd already seen it.
No, I can watch it with people who have already seen it. That's fine, but you gotta watch it with people. Have you seen The Room?
No, is it a horror film?
No, it's just a really bad film.
No. Oh wait, is it the
I didn't
is it the
hit
famously
her. I did
awful one?
not. Yes, it is.
Yeah, oh I have seen that.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that in meme version online.
She's okay. She's seen it in me.
No,
Does
I
that
have
count?
actually seen most.
Oh man.
There's another one called, it's like The Birds of something. It's not The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock. It's almost as bad.
Birds.
They're all like
Oh, The Birds is great.
No,
Don't
it's
you
not the
talk
it's
shit.
not the Hitchcock film.
Okay.
It's another one where all the birds are like groups of JPEG GIFs.
Oh no.
And they're like slashing with coat hangers, and they just put like JPEG like flashes of blood on this. It's awful. It makes me genuinely happy inside.
I love
Am I
really
giving away
awful.
Rachel's book?
I'm not sure. Are you on the giveaway list?
I'm next to sit here, so I don't know.
I guess so then.
Sure.
Well, you're next. You're at 120. Could you check?
is 120.
2. It's Oh, we've already done. Yeah, that's at 3.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
So-
up for a while.
Oh, wait,
Is-
You're doing the edit, and then
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
3 o'clock is Tony.
It's on the giveaway.
Yeah.
Tony. Okay, cool. Cool. Birdemic? Is it Birdemic? Charlotte? Is it Birdemic? Birdemic. Yes. Apparently it is. I think.
No, don't lie.
Oh, you know what a great film is? Eight-Legged Freaks.
That rings a bell.
It's where they go really big, and it's just so funny. I watched it when I was a kid, and I hate spiders personally, but it makes it kind of ridiculous that it's funny.
I think I tried to watch it, but I can't remember if I actually managed to or not.
Or the Leprechaun films; those are bad films.
I've seen bits of the Leprechaun.
Did you know Jennifer Aniston's first movie role was the Leprechaun, the first Leprechaun film?
I didn't know that.
I'm gonna chuck my memory card in.
Started in horror.
Do you want me to?
Yes, we would like to put some more
The
faces on here.
gingers are coming in. Wake up,
The
guys.
gingers are coming. The gingers are coming. Run away, everybody.
Everything
Just
is
turn
covered.
off the stream for 40 minutes.
Everything
No,
is
I'm kidding.
covered in so much, but like
You mean
people have written in it.
flour, not cocaine, right?
I don't know. It depends how awake are you guys.
Well,
Okay.
Could
Are
be
you
more.
staying or are you going? Okay, I'm just wondering.
shall I
Just
say
trying
or
to work out
shall I
where to
go?
sit.
I will leave you to it.
Thank you.
It's been lovely, everybody.
Yes.
Have a fun time. Enjoy them, and don't be too horrible.
Okay, you won't be horrible because the gingers are here and we're gonna edit for you. Are we gonna edit Tony's face? No, I didn't. Sorry.
You can choose any pictures you want.
I'm gonna do Becca's because they're stunning.
No, I definitely have to do it because
Is that allowed?
do like 2
Oh, I do one of Becca's and one of the first one did. You taught her really well. And she takes direction wonderfully. Yeah. Well done, Tony. I did say Tony's taught you well. But yeah,
You said to her what?
Tony's taught you well.
What did she say to that?
Nothing. I was taking pictures so she couldn't reply.
Welcome to Two Gingers and a Tea.
Welcome to Two Gingers Have Tea, also known as the Charity for Mind
I
live
think we
stream.
need the shirt undone if we're doing
Do
it.
you want the door shut?
Yes.
Okay, what we're gonna do, give us, well, wait, Sam's gonna help me. So we're gonna edit some pictures
Right,
for you.
We're
that
gonna
I
have some
took
very
today.
weird lighting on this.
Oh my god,
Let's see what we get.
I'm trying to be a professional, and behind me we've got like sexy Groot. Hang on, let me just change the model. It still says I'm photographer. I'll take it. I've aged wonderfully.
You're a lot.
I mean, you guys
taller
look so
than,
similar, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Zoe was.
Ed begins with E.
First
Really?
name not known at the moment.
Well done. Is there Sexy Groot as an option? Oh, presenter. Who's the presenter? Am I hosting or am I presenting?
presenting.
You're presenting.
Okay, thanks.
And Samuel's hosting.
Should we just swap the names around? We can put whatever we want.
As a host.
Oh. Okay. Let me just import these pictures.
Right.
Okay. So what I'm planning on doing, time dependent, is to do a couple of different shots,
Right.
with
Do you
different
want to do
ways
the
on
whole?
it. It's going to keep freezing when we load them in. So
Beautiful. Absolutely
yeah,
beautiful.
who's on the live show? I haven't actually really been on this yet. So say hi.
Hi.
So, introduce yourselves. Donate, because this is the fun part of the night when for some godforsaken reason they let us load
do it
this
together.
There's a line.
There's a lot of flour everywhere.
Right, is that right here?
Yeah, there you go. We're on it.
On
We're in it to win it. Kupukon said hello, Tony.
Who's that?
Kupukon.
Cupicon.
I can't say it. I'm sorry. There you go.
Yes, Cupicon. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Alex.
Hi, Alex. I'm looking forward to meeting you.
Alex, I'm warning you, this is one of the troublemakers.
I'm going to show you how good my editing is.
Forever here.
Hello, still here just like you. Hello, who is Yanub? Do you?
Since the start.
He's what?
Since the start.
It's the star.
Since the start.
Oh, fair enough. That's impressive. I'm genuinely impressed. Okay, we're actually doing well so far. Okay, what do you want to see me edit? I've got some plans for these long ones.
Okay.
Can you see what I'm putting? Yeah, okay.
Hands on here.
So I've got some plans for these longer ones. So
Pop
maybe
it
one of
as
those.
well. Just pop one right out like that. Yeah, that's it.
What are you feeling?
You just want to do that shoot, yeah?
I think one of these.
Are you going to focus more on the background editing or the
No, it's the lighting first.
Lighting.
So I'm going to look at lighting on these first.
I'm just gonna
I could go straight back to the beginning ones actually. It's a temporary indecision. Charlotte, I've donated like Christina. I've donated like 6 times today. Impressive. Kupukon says check your bloody phone.
Oh,
Ugh, says Tony. To quote the master himself. Quote unquote ugh.
Quote the Overlord.
I haven't got time to look at my phone.
Okay, I'm actually going to start with one of the ones that I've already edited because I liked it so much, and do it on here so I can talk through bit. That seems to make sense.
So then you'll know like more like what an idea of what you want to
Yeah,
do
and
as
it was shows some of the like what's tricky about being in a studio. Do you want to reply? Surrounded by women. Wait, is that who's on it? Is everyone else?
Yeah.
He's a lucky man, Kupukon.
A lucky man. Or unlucky,
Yeah.
depending.
I'm surrounded
It's
by
un-
women now, Alex.
Unlucky when we're here.
What are we then?
Sexy Groot is not. Alright, okay.
Awesome.
So, these
Right,
are
booty shot.
Bendy
Turn around.
Bex? Bendy something
Ben-
cosplays.
Yeah. Bendy Benz.
Bendy Benz cosplay. It's on Tony's story already. So, what I did was she wanted some detail shots of her, like, the top part of her, like, uniform. So we decided to take some profile shots, which obviously I now can't find. Now I need to.
Right, let's lose the Groot head and undo the shirt.
Let me scroll.
Because I bet you're hot in that.
It's alright.
Dun, dun, dun,
Right, let's
dun,
put that.
dun,
Sorry,
dun,
I'm just going to move the camera away.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Is that alright there? Okay. Oh, here, okay.
Let's do
Is
a
it?
few serious
Going, oh, it's not. But yeah, okay,
So
so
you want to unbutton the
it's
shirt
that
all
one.
the way.
it's one of them. It's that one. Okay, so I don't know if I go onto the develop tab you can actually see what I'm doing, which might
And then
be.
hold, just roll your
Yeah,
shoulders
we
all the
can.
way
No,
back.
you can't.
And then bring them back
Okay.
half forward.
If I bring it into Photoshop, can they see?
Up, turn your
Oh,
shoulders up.
and
Perfect.
go out.
It's going well. Oh, is it done? Tony, Lightroom's crashed on the thing.
Really fine.
Okay. If you go onto the develop tab, you can't see it, and now it's vanished because it went back to library.
Right, so open.
If I open it in Photoshop, it won't come up either, will it?
No, it
Okay.
won't.
Because when you go into the develop tab, it vanishes, but now it's just all gone.
Yeah, okay, so
Sorry guys.
Sorry.
Someone left us in charge.
yeah.
I can't turn around,
We
but
sing along.
Sally.
What's copyright?
What, sing along to what?
We just sing.
Okay, what should we sing? Acapella Doctor Who at 2 in the morning. While it's on the develop tab, it doesn't show anything. Wait, unless it lets you do like files within it.
Shouldn't matter.
We'll fix it, guys, don't worry. If not, I can just talk through pictures instead,
Yeah.
instead of actually doing it.
Can you type Lightroom in there for me? Type Lightroom.
Oh, sorry. Happy with it? Yeah. Is that one, yeah? I think if I click develop that, we'll go. Sorry.
Lightroom comes right in. I'm just selecting any picture around.
We'll get there. No, that's fine. We'll get there, guys. If not, we'll just talk through pictures and what we would do to them.
Yeah.
If you're using OBS, you can alter. Yeah, I think multi-layer support on the Windows source because we've only got one. Like the actual picture doesn't appear.
Let me give it a second to load.
Only video would like to say goodbye.
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk through them for a bit.
Sorry.
So okay.
Sorry, you crack on.
Is it gonna crack? Okay.
Come talk with us.
Okay. So okay, so we're just talking through pictures and like what I would do to them. So like basically,
There it is.
no, we're back in library. It just doesn't come up on develop.
It should be.
What? Okay, sure. Okay. There you go then. Tony decreed it, and thus it was.
Thus it became.
And thus it was. Okay.
Thank you very much, Tony.
Thank you, Tony. We love you. Really.
Right,
Okay.
I'm trying to think of pictures.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay. So
when-
basically, some of the problems you get when you're in a studio is
when
it's
you
too
run
sharp
your
to edit,
shoulders way back
which is
and
why
then
it's
halfway,
quote unquote easier to
Yeah.
retouch pictures that I feel like I'm educating you.
So if we
Easier
Yeah.
shut down,
to edit pictures that are
around
actually
your arms,
like slightly less sharp.
you ready?
Bizarre. So what I
Yeah.
tend to do is
Just
once
let
I
it
take it from
fall
Lightroom, I'll frequency
rather than hold
separate
it.
it. But as you can see, because
Well,
okay,
that's
slightly.
That's my daughter, that's my ex, so
Oh, wrong way.
Oh, tattoo removing going on.
yeah.
So yeah, because there's no like I've already edited this picture. It's gorgeous. It's not even zooming in that way.
Yeah, perfect.
Breaking it. So okay, right. We're going to 1-1. Okay.
That's really
It's just really
Yeah.
hating me. Okay, right, because there's texture. When you frequency separate, it separates the layers into, it's a form of skip
Take the
retouching.
shirt off hold
And it separates the layers of the
so
photos
shoulder
into
like
texture
left.
and like
Um,
colour.
Yeah, it's just
So
like-
when you do it on a
like-
picture that's as
at the beach.
clarityed as this, because of the quality in the studio,
Mate,
the
I have
texture,
myself,
there's no like
And
clear
you've got
patch
a
of
much
texture
better
to
body
pick up
than
to
me.
like take out less of it.
Right, and then
So
turn
what
to
I
look up
do, and I'm not gonna
Stay
fully
pointing
redo it
that
yet,
way.
what I tend to do
Turn
if that's the
your
case
head
is I'll take,
and
if this was the
away.
edited picture, I'll put that in Photoshop and then I'll go back into, so I'll have done maybe that much luminance on the original
Like,
picture.
leave the tattoo if you want.
So as you can
Yeah.
see, it's like slightly smoothed it, not massively. If you ever use luminance and you put it up above like 50, 60, the hair starts blurring together and it looks shit, so don't do that. It's fake shit. I have not noticed shit in the earring, that's cool.
You got a good figure.
But what I do if I can't find any like clean-ish skin, because you want some texture, cleanish skin, so I'll put that in,
I get it.
go resave it, open that again, and then I'll go into
Just
like a
leave
new
it
one and
undone.
whack the luminance up to
Put it
like
on.
more than I normally would. And that means, and I can't zoom in much more in this, but you can see in this box like it gets rid of pretty much all the texture. So if I was going to keep the image like that, it looks too plastic and too odd. this over catches up and everything. Don't cry on me again. Doing well. You're doing well.
It's going well, guys.
It's going well. I hate technology. Okay, what if you zoom out, which we have, zoom out at home in your own time. But it looks really like Barbie plastic. But if you go back in, skin retouch, and then mask it out only over the skin, then you don't get the problem with any of the like hair or eyes or something like looking declaritied. There you go. Declaritied, that's definitely the one. I don't know what to say anymore. I've lost it. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about editing, now's the time to ask, because we edit quite differently. Well, let's find a picture and let's see like what we do.
Okay.
I feel like that's quite
A lot of
interesting.
editing stuff, they're very similar, but they've just got slight like.
Yeah.
'Cause you do a lot of like effects as well on photos, don't you?
Yeah, if something's like caught in my brain, because his studio shots are harder for me to edit because you got so much. I prefer natural lighting and I prefer like you can pick what you like. Your model can interact with the environment. You've got stuff you can play with. You can add stuff. You can change the sky, etc. Here, you've got what you get, and I struggle much more with that, especially when I accidentally close the tab. But yeah, so it's worth like looking at what you would do to it, because you have to still be able to like edit and stuff like this.
Right.
So
Let's do it on like.
take something like that that's quite plain. So a Noreen type of like, how do I get back to live stream?
So
Is
facing
that just on the
this,
internet? It's on the
and what I
internet.
want to do
Okay.
is just bring the power list down. So hopefully
Oh, we have 8 people watching. Okay. Okay, so if you took a this is not like a quiz, by the way, I'm just curious. So if you had a plain image like this, what would you do to it? Do you think? To like make it less, because you know it's quite flat when you first take it.
Oh yeah.
I'm just wondering what you'd do. And if you can't hear us, by the way, let us know, because we can't tell if you can hear us, because
We mumble.
we mumble and the microphone's on my side, so I don't know.
3 minutes.
Okay, what would you do, Sam?
Right. Shirt there.
I would focus first on the exposure
Yes.
and then the shadows and highlights.
Okay.
Because
No, he's not got wet hair.
although the exposure's fine, because obviously with the lights and everything,
We've done sexy group.
I think it's
Would you bring it? I feel like you've got 2 options, and Christ, it's gonna. Please don't glitch out.
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
Work
it's
it,
loading.
baby.
Oh, it's like it's
Again, it depends on what shot you want. Do you want like a light and airy shot, or do you want to get shadows? Like, do you want to get contour? So it's like
you can't quite see it. We'll put it all loaded in a minute.
Do it,
We're
done.
having a look. So because
I'll
the
take
shot's
it.
kind of like right in the
Are you
middle of
happy
like
with
it
well
is
done. I'm
it's
really proud of you.
essentially not. I don't want to say
It's a big
perfectly
thing.
exposed. By perfectly exposed, I mean it's like it's neither slightly over or slightly under in terms of like mood. Emily, I love you. Apart from that. At Khaleesi_UK, she's got a new thing. It's got all my pictures on it. Go look. This is. But yeah, so like because it's like right in the middle of exposure, you could take it like. Why is it zooming out? Technology. Welcome to Two Gingers Struggle with Technology for 40 minutes.
What am I doing next?
tea and technology. Troubles.
Tea and technology with gingers.
And we've got a schedule. Tell me what I'm doing.
There was one
on
behind you. There you go.
Or it's on the computer. If you want to look.
It's true. Okay, so because it's like right in the middle of like, I kind of think of it as grey. Like you could make the shadows darker, or you could go the other way and make it all slightly like lighter, like we are now.
I'd probably go for the darker.
I'll probably
I
go for
think
dark
that
too.
would, especially with the little shadow you've got there.
Yeah.
I think there's so much potential.
Do you not point with the mouse if they can't?
Oh yeah, it's like,
We're just like this
yeah,
one.
especially with the shadow here.
Yeah.
You've got so much potential.
Yeah,
Just
100%.
darken that a little bit, bring that up, and then you can get the background of it.
I feel because her eyes are both like I don't actually know if that's fully in focus because they haven't quite loaded in properly. I think it is. At least one of these was. But like you could probably push that quite far without getting like all of this collar bit and stuff. This is all really flat and her face isn't. So you could probably whack up the darkness all down this side and it wouldn't look weird. and that's,
No, when was that?
excuse me, going to make a much better shot than flat.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, 'cause I also don't think this is just me personally.
Yeah.
I don't think the cream really complements the outfit very well. So I would try and look at getting that probably a bit darker or
Yeah, 100%.
not necessarily red. I think the red would have completely like
There's the thing.
knocked out the
Yeah.
costume, but
What? See now the red light on her hair, and I did only notice this afterwards. That kind of works. Is really it's up. It looks like it's upped the clarity a lot, which is it's. I don't want to zoom in. Just not want to zoom in again. Should we try and break it again, Sam? So you see how it's almost made it too harsh? Like there's not that. I mean, obviously some people can probably fix it. There's not a lot that you can do when the colour's so harsh to like make it more natural, but it works. So I'm not worried about it because it matches the rest of her costume. It's not out of place. So as long as you like are careful not to increase the clarity, you'll be good. Oh yeah.
So if I get you to come forward just a little bit to
This one?
sorry, just updating. Just updating so that everyone knows who the gorgeous people are shooting.
Oh, and Darren. Gorgeous Darren. Cool.
Right.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous people.
Gorgeous people.
How you get on?
Yeah, we're just talking through them because it's not working.
We're
but it's
talking
fine.
through like what
We're like
I do and
comparing
what she
what we
would
do,
do,
yeah.
and how to
But
but it's slow.
When it goes onto that, it just keeps glitching, but
What about if you open it up?
will Photoshop be linked to that? Because that would work.
Too harsh. So we've got one thing in today. He's not on. Alright.
That's really cool.
Oh, look at that.
Should just open it on a new one. That's sick. That's fucking great. Great pictures over here.
Sorry. Great.
We're just fangirling. We're like, oh my
Literally.
god, this photography is so good.
Editing game is strong.
Right, click Photoshop.
That's why.
Or is that not a thing?
And that open there.
Yeah.
And then
There we go.
Yeah.
That's my camera.
Screen capture.
screen capture in there.
Photoshop stuff.
Now it's focusing properly. Lovely, okay. That's on the right side, it's taking you up, taking you down.
So if you open it into Photoshop, then you can show
Okay.
some edit stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Tony. Okay, we're going to try and actually show some editing stuff now. So, I don't know, should we, do you want to try that one?
Yeah, let's go. Since we've been talking about it, why not?
Yeah, and it isn't open. Oh my god, right, I'm gonna,
Okay,
someone's
now
going to
all
die
is good to
tonight.
go.
And it will be this computer. Not actually threatening violence to anyone, I promise. Okay, okay, there we go. So, what I always start doing, and like this is probably the only useful information that I literally ever got from school, is I never work on the background layer, so I always like Control J, I always duplicate it at least twice. If like I do 3 times because I keep the bottom one clean so I can compare back. And normally I would have edited it in Lightroom first, but Lightroom hates us. So if you're ever unable to get to Lightroom, if you go filter and then camera raw, which might not come up for you because it counts as a separate window.
Exactly what I'm going to do. No, exactly. I'm not going to need. I've got a feeling I wouldn't
Hang on.
need.
It's the new.
If you want to get, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
it hasn't come up for
definitely,
you.
yeah,
We're just
yeah.
gonna quickly.
Just do a few like.
It's basically like
Sounds
a
perfect to me,
pop-up
lovely,
light
that's
ribbon
great,
that appears over your
So what you're
Photoshop.
doing is you're just upping the contrast, putting the exposure down a little bit, shadow's more visible, lights up a bit, and then back up a little bit as well, just to make everything a bit more. Exactly.
I'm so glad you're here. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. You're like, yeah.
I really like that with low guidance.
I do. Well, I'm going to do it last, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
So
That's
slightly less yellow.
a bit better to that side.
Some people hate, this is a weird one, and if anyone's on the chat who knows, let us know. But some people hate doing the exposure before they've done the highlights and shadows, because they think that then, if you do the highlights and shadows first, then you have more control over the exposure. Don't understand that one. In my head, they're separate, but... Any idea?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, and then I always put the luminance up to about 40 to 50, because even if you don't see it, it helps. And if you can't skim retouch, it helps. And I always put a tiny vignette on it. I don't know why, I probably shouldn't, but I've done it anyway. Okay. So you should hopefully see the difference.
fraction more.
Now,
So you're
oh,
more
has it
equal
worked?
to there. I just want that light to come
So yeah,
across.
okay, so it's really slight. So with pictures like this, where you don't, like, I don't necessarily know where I'm going with it, and this is weirdly how my favourite pictures of Izzy came about, is if you go to adjustments and then this like little box thing, which is called colour lookup. Do you use this? Oh, you do? Okay, great. I'm like, am I teaching you new things? No, she knows everything.
No, I'm still learning.
I'll scroll down. I'm not scrolling. So I'll just go through, and some will look mad. There's some like that, I'm like, you know what, the background is pretty. So I'll go through and I'll literally just see what, because like, when I'm doing it, like it files it in my head, so I'm like,
Gives you an idea.
yeah, I'm like, washing it out doesn't work, lightening that red's going to ruin the hair, like you see there. Blues is a big one that's worked on every time there's blues so far. Like, the kind of like washed out blue look, really pretty. And then when you get kind of below the Kodak ones, you fall into these like genuinely quite mad ones, so like, and then it goes green, and then you know you're at the end, which is actually quite cool. Not that harsh, obviously. No. And like, if you ever really like one but less, you can just like go on there and drag it down. But out of all of those, what was it? Which was the blue one? I think it was that.
Yeah.
So I really like this, but only on the background. And you should never do this. You should always retouch first. But I haven't done that. But I haven't done that.
Just here.
I'm such an inspiration. I haven't done this. No, like when I get an idea in my head, I always just do kind of like I run with it, or I'll get bored too quickly. So then obviously I'm sure everyone who's watching knows what Liam asking is.
Yeah, there we go.
But whatever colour this is, if you paint on it in the other colour, it hides it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it on the very edges of her hair because it's pretty and it's dulling the red a tiny bit. But other than that, I'm going to. Oh, I didn't plug my mouse in now. I have like a nice gaming mouse to do this with because it stops your hand cramping as much. So yeah, if you're a photographer and you need to use a mouse, I'd advise. I've got a Rat 3, I think it's called. If they've got the thumb rest on, your hand doesn't cramp because it moves with the rest of the mouse. There's a solid editing tip. Okay, so yes, it's rough, but it's good enough.
Get the idea.
It's like it's not showing up on the blacks. That's fine. But already, from that is like a more interesting shot. Like you've got contrast, color contrast. It's not grey. It's not grey anymore. Do you have any idea what you do now, or you just like you just edit it?
Yeah, I mean,
fair enough. I don't actually know if he's got the same play thing I do on here, so.
So what sort of thing did you have in mind on the floor? You got poses in mind? Yeah. Do you still want the pan on, but just?
Okay, so
yeah,
I have
I
have a frequency separation action, and it looks like Tony does too. So let's see what his does. That's slightly different. Actions you can download. Yeah. Okay. So actions you can download. You can download frequency separation actions, so you don't have to do it yourself. But if you go on, let's assume it's 8-bit, 16-bit, and you click play, it does the layers for you. So you can see. So that's the skin tones. That is loading in. Oh, it's on the other screen. Why is it? Hello, Darren.
Hello.
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 Oh my god, we've all lost it. Hi,
Some
how are
of us
you?
never had it to
She's
start
so
with.
pretty. I love the one. The pear is like such a nice colour.
I think we're just fangirling at everything.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, can you just show that?
Can you just show that to the
Show
camera?
that to the camera.
How do I do that? Is that alright?
Okay, that is what we're up against in this world. People like Darren, who just come along with their good models and show us all up. I'm here like this. I'm here like this is how you frequency separate, and you're behind me like creating art. Oh dear. Donate to see more of Darren's work. So yeah, so what?
If Pablo already donated to the auction,
Yes.
one of them is a photo shoot with him, and honestly, he's
I think two of them
incredible.
are.
I can't even.
Okay, I usually end up changing exposure and black point after the highlights and shadows. Yeah, that's the order it's written in, so that's the order I've always done it. There was like 2 people there's a wasp. There were 2 people that swore by doing exposures afterwards. Tony, there's a wasp. We'll be fine. It's gone.
Wasps love gingers, not
It's gone.
still there.
Where has it gone then?
The sting space on you.
Okay, there was a wasp.
Oh, right. What do you want me to do?
Dad, there's a wasp.
Talking to you, Darren.
It's there. It's sitting on the wall.
Just don't kill it.
No, do kill it.
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay, we're gonna leave the wasp for now. We'll keep an eye on it. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so frequency separation is this here. I'm gonna get rid of that for now. This is the texture layer, and this is the skin layer. So you can see, I'm doing like chopsticks, man. So that's her skin, and that is not. And what I always do is the same principle as I duplicate them and then get rid of the bottom one. So if you screw up, you can just immediately go back and pretend you haven't, and it was all intentional. What is that smell?
Popcorn, cinnamon popcorn.
It's absolutely vile.
I know.
Yeah.
If you're not here, donate to save us from cinnamon popcorn so we can pay whoever it is to leave. Oh, okay.
Yeah, nice and soft.
What?
Yeah,
So
that's
are
nice.
you doing skin separation?
Frequency separation. Yeah.
My little
I've used your preset because mine's not.
Really nice art.
Yes. You can. There's one YouTube video, and I think it's Flern, and it's got a woman with white feathers in the thing, and that's got the link in the description for it.
Mine comes from Pixar.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Tony's comes from Pix. They do similar things. They basically just means you don't have to make the layers every time because who has time for that shit? Sorry.
Because that takes so long in comparison to what you're about to do.
I don't even want to do it. Right, I don't want to do it because I'm going to get really shit from these 2 about it. You'll
Do
be
it.
fine.
You're an independent woman.
It's going to take a really long time. Okay. So, if you go to
See,
healing brush.
have you done blemish removal before you did that?
No, because she doesn't have any, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, no.
Not okay. If there were any big spots or anything, then I'd take them out with the spot healing brush tool first. But what I see left is skin texture, not like skin and colour, so you can split it. Would you agree?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
okay.
whole point.
Oh, yeah.
So you're either working on the skin or the colour. I
Yeah.
tend to do a lot of blemish removal, so I would have lost these, I'd have
These,
lost
okay.
that
Before? Okay, that's fine.
Because the problem is with doing blemish removal in in frequency separation is that it's affected the colour and the skin, so you'd have to work on both layers.
Okay.
Where if you've done spot removal and
you
you've done it
do-
right, you don't have to work on
Do
any
you
of
do
that.
the skin frequency separation with the patch tool though?
I use the patch tool, yeah.
Oh, for both or just one? I'm just interested now.
So that's
Both.
Okay,
That's not
yeah.
in use now, so ignore that.
Okay, so
large
I
patches.
do actually agree. I'm gonna go in and her skin's like pretty much flawless. Like, I don't even need to retouch this. I'm just doing it for the sake of this. Imagine other skin. Yeah.
I would try and add a bit more texture in here though.
Add it.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Why? Because it's too flat.
Okay, it's all gonna be fine in a minute.
You don't want it too flat. You want the texture.
This is what I mean. You asked me to frequency separate. You asked me not to frequency separate.
Everyone has very different ways
Everyone
of
has
editing.
So
Yeah.
I
I'm
tend
just
to do.
discussing different methods.
Okay, so what I tend
There's no
to do.
right or
yeah.
wrong.
So
I'm
I
just
tend to
saying what I do.
over flatten it, so I know it, but then you bring some of the texture back in, but on a low opacity. So you get all the same opacity, but it's on a smooth layer, and
No.
then you can.
I understand what you're saying, and
Yeah.
I do the same, but this is kind of over flattened to me already.
See, yeah, this is a photo we were talking about the exposure on it, not the. So we've landed ourselves with a weird one, but we're going with it. But yeah, so you press Alt to pick a place, and then you click. I'm going to get rid of that hair, 'cause it's annoying me. Does your thing not do? That's not Alt. Nailed it. He's watching you, Sam.
He's always watching me.
Oh, okay. It's so creepy.
No, you do some really, really good edits, so I'm just watching you to see if you work in the same way as me.
I think I do it slightly more intensely, but on the assumption that when you zoom out, little things don't actually show up as much. If you want to do a big edit, you kind of just have to go hard and go home. But again, I find it much easier on natural light. I'm not so good at studio ones, which is why I would defer slightly more because I never normally work with this level of texture.
Yeah.
Which is whereas in natural light you get some texture, but that not nearly this much.
Yeah. You see, to me, I was going to keep that texture a lot of it.
Oh, okay. Fair.
I don't.
I mean, that's already like better than that. That we've done
But
that
to
the wrong
me,
way,
I would be trying to lose these hot spots, so that would bring the texture back in.
Ah, you get so Tony's saying you get rid of these white bits, right?
Yeah.
Ah, I keep them. I like them. I will change them, but they'll be left. I'll show you. Right. Pretending we've frequency separated it, because I don't even know what I'd do to this, to be honest. But, okay, so you need dodge and burn. See, do you do this now, or do you not do this?
If I feel I need it, but if I've done the lighting right in the studio, I don't need to. I've created the shadows where I want them.
Ah, so I don't do lighting right, so I fix it afterwards. This is what no, genuinely, I take pictures and I look at them and I'm like, no, I know I can fix that. Which is, I know is like, oh, what's that? I know could be, is not technically the right way to do it, but work, because I'm not in a studio often enough to do yet to know fully what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, most of my shots are in the studio.
Yeah. But it's reassuring to know I can fix stuff, I think. Okay, so this is light, I'm going to name them. So this is lights, and this is dark. And it's the same as if you use dodge and burn, but dodge and burn discolour your picture, whereas this is the same colours, you've just lightened and darkened it.
I actually have an action that creates those.
Yeah, well, it took me 5 seconds, so... I'm joking. He's got loads of fancy actions and I'm just like, oh!
Darren with ginger is not safe.
While they're running around from a wasp.
Yeah.
Wait, has it gone?
No.
Should we go back? Darren, did it go?
No, it was, it was, but I missed the other one. Oh, I don't know.
It was like the wasp. Okay.
It was, no, it's on top of the monitor.
Is it actually?
Always doing that.
It's in there.
Oh, it flew! Oh, it's really angry. Oh, it's pissed off. Oh no.
This is entertaining.
Don't grab onto me, I'm ginger.
We need to get them out.
So they have like a straight back, guys.
If you want to leave the studio, Darren and I will attempt to get rid of them.
You
I'll
set
do-
that and
can you
I'll
not just
do
kill
what I can do.
You take pictures of
Is
them.
this what needs to be this?
Do you want
my
a
old
shoe?
t-shirt or your old t-shirt? Right, okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry
There's
that I'm
two.
being this much proud.
That's one down. Oh, no, it isn't. Sorry.
Now he's pissed.
Well,
Whoa!
let's come hide out here with the rest of us.
He's up by those white boxes.
Is there only one? Two, right?
I've sort of, yeah, the other one's just gone that way. Darren behind you.
Is it?
behind you? There he is.
It's just mocking me now, isn't it? Isn't it?
Up by the light.
Kind of wish I wasn't looking into the light, but there we go. Come on, settle you bastard. Oh, and he just wants internet fame, look.
Yeah, he wants his 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Right. Let's go slap.
Oh, they're both there. Oh, interesting.
Oh, no, and
Yeah.
there's 3. They've got up. Just dive straight there.
Yeah. This is just mocking me now.
Right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to switch the fan off.
Yeah. Can you
Let's see if
just
there's
reset that so we can start shooting again? Because it's going to be
Yeah.
just on 16 for both. We've had all 3 actually, and I'll just move that one around accordingly. Can't see him now.
Did you make a wasp angry and then
Probably, yeah, probably pissed it off, but you know, there's very few things I don't piss off in this world, so I'm surprised if I haven't. Be alright, they'll be around somewhere. Come in, carry on, they'll be alright.
Yeah, they're not.
Kelsey and they were like, what is it?
Everyone says stay still when there's a wasp. I stood still.
Lie,
He stung
right.
me and then ran away.
Okay. We're gonna do
I
this.
apologise for that.
We apologise for technical malfunction. Darren's made the wasp angry.
He tried to grab the wasp to get rid of it.
Okay, we're gonna
Got the wasp and the wasp
be
got
brave.
away.
We're gonna be brave.
I need you to go back on the floor.
Oh, honestly.
The wasp has rung the doorbell.
That's the rest of his
I'll
mates.
tell you what, anyone who knows me will know how impressive it is that I am sat here right now.
She's doing it for us. So, please donate money to us. We're scared of the wasp.
You want a cup?
Alright, hang on. Is the live stream saying anything? It's just a little cute hug.
Well, she's scared also. Was it you?
No, it's there. It's on the top of the cupboard. It's on the top of the cupboard. It's gone around that side.
No, that's great.
It was on me. Sam.
Tries to t-shirt back.
Looks funny. How brave we are. Look good. Oh, he's doing it. What's he doing? He's stupid.
Come on, settle. Oh, yeah, on the glitter side. Go on. Come on down, come down. Come down.
It's actually genuine.
I can't hit it on the line.
No, I know, that's why I was trying not to hit those three up there.
Do you want a shoe? I'm wearing Converse.
No.
It's on the top of the light. It's on the top point of the light. It was sat on the top, like, beauty joining bit.
I seem to be
It's fine, Tony, it's fine.
And a little bit more towards me, so that light isn't
There,
directly
there.
on top of me, that's it.
If it leaves, at least we can shut it out.
Yeah, and so a real sort of stretch.
Yeah, so bloody good shot of a lean back on there, that's it, nice.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
God, what a man.
Just like
I've never been more attracted to him. I'm joking.
If he pulls the bedroom's off limits, remember, then we can't get changed.
Damn it. Okay, we've been saved from the wasp, not by Darren, who just made it angry, but by Tony.
Kind of, by Darren's shirt.
By Darren's shirt. He just left a spare shirt lying around the studio.
We found the second
Okay.
for it now.
Was that? Did you genuinely take on my arm before?
No, because it went to you
Oh,
then
so
me.
it was on my
It
arm.
went to you then me.
Oh, okay. So I thought right.
Just after I was talking about how brave I am.
I'm really sorry, guys. I'm
Oh,
back.
I'm just mentioning us in the story.
It says Emily sent a video of us panicking about. Emily!
Emma's still there, say hi.
Yeah, Emily, promote yourself in the chat. Emily's made a new thing.
Second plus time, go.
Sorry. Speed run. Okay, so if you make these dodge and burn layers, invert them so you can't see them. It's like you'll notice you can't see me doing that. Get your brush, put the flow on 10%. That means that when you stroke, every stroke you do is 10% more, not 10% up to 100%. So it's different to opacity. It's better for like painting on stuff instead of just like building stuff up. So how do you does it? Thank you. I'm joking. He doesn't have the thing up. Okay, there's no like little pictures. Are you okay? Okay, so there's not much I do to this because it's a studio shot, but you can tell how like this is all very black. This is like not as black, so I'm gonna go in and darken up this a bit because it's gonna make it look better, in my opinion. It's my photo, I can do what I want. And then go round. If you do the bottom third slightly darker, it will make their eyes look slightly bigger, even if they haven't done that. So it's almost like putting makeup on afterwards. And then I always, because I find that brows always get lost. However dark you do them, if you just go over them, it really helps. And like her contacts are fine, but I'll go around the edge a tiny bit just because there's already black there. And then down this bit. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go basically where you put. If you know makeup, it's kind of where you put bronzer or contour, like genuinely. So a tiny bit like that. Like I'm actually gonna get rid of that because she's got quite orange contour. This is like
let's turn you off.
Is that under? Okay, yeah. So like that's before, that's after. So when I zoom out, that's before, that's after. So it's a small difference, but it's like helped a lot. So basically anywhere there's already a shadow that you want to make slightly darker,
No wasp there.
you can do it like so. I keep thinking there's more for something now. I'm going over all the blacks a tiny bit because, like, honestly, why not? It's meant to be quite gothic and Victorian. I've like fully got my arms crossed over. I'm sorry, Sam. Like in your personal space. This is like because obviously you shouldn't. Well, I don't like body reshaping, but putting light and shadow where light and shadow would fall if they like. If you want a rounded leg, if you put a light and then two shadows, if it's already there, if you make them darker, will like make the illusion of like cleaner silhouettes. So you can basically use it like not on such a big costume as this, but you can basically use it to clean up like a picture to the extent that you like change what people see. So like, I'll go slightly over that. So Tony would get rid of these white bits. I wouldn't. But that's preference.
Push off with that arm just a little taller. That's it.
And
That's
then
it, yeah.
tiny bit on her nose.
Lovely. Good
Tiny
job.
bit on her nose. A lot of this really weird generalization. I really rarely see photographers do this, but where you put highlight under the eyebrow, like just here,
What you're doing there is really nice.
that
If that
just
light-
it looks so pretty if you get it right.
Because a lot of people, like when I do my makeup, I put highlight.
Yeah, you put a tiny bit of highlight
anyway.
here. It is just gone through. Do you need to go? What? When are we off?
No. Oh, am I? I haven't got a clock on me, so is it the next one?
It's
I think it
it's
may be.
3:06.
Okay.
Sorry.
Lovely.
Yeah,
That's
so
the one
we've got a
to
giveaway to do.
Oh, we're doing Rachel's book. Yes. I lived with Rachel last year. She wrote a book. She was very good. How do we do giveaways?
Yes.
How do we do giveaways?
Sorry about that.
How do we do giveaways?
Yeah.
Okay, Sam's going to take over.
Well, I don't know about that. That's a
Okay,
dangerous thing to do.
so Rachel is giving away a signed copy of her book and the sequel, which is released, I think, November 5th, 8th, or somewhere in November. So it's called Every Echoing Breath, and it's like kind of the first almost sequel-ish to like a series of long books. So I think everyone's in there, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay,
double
so
check.
we are just going to do the giveaway now.
I'm just gonna double check. Obviously, that there's no
Yeah.
yes. So if you do that, then start that.
We're just double checking no one did it last time.
Yeah.
We're watching it in the other room.
As you probably heard.
Like Ashley.
There
Okay,
you go.
we've got an Ashley.
Thank you, Ashley.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
she,
yeah,
or,
Ashley.
yeah,
Both of you.
Yeah, no, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah, she's in there already.
Couldn't be more manly if you
You can
tried.
have it twice. Cool.
bring you in.
Am I going crazy?
You.
Cool.
Sorry.
No, go for it. So,
you
yeah,
go.
so we're giving away.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ashley.
Just
Yeah.
a minute and
So
start,
we
that's
are,
right. And so
yeah,
we'll
giving away a
choose
copy of
the
Rachel's
one
book. She's going to mail it directly to you when she gets them in,
and
because
so
she's
for
getting
that
shipment in soon of like new
that's
copies.
really nice. And I'll just
But
bring
you can also go to her website and pick them up. So if you want to get yourself a copy,
Yeah, excellent.
go to her
With that, I
website.
think we'll definitely go for it.
Cool.
Just
Yeah,
a little
I
bit
think
for
that's
that
everyone.
one is really nice, but if you can sketch it
Oh,
out
okay, so
for
do we just
everyone,
like the
Yeah, you just copy it up, copy it into the thing.
That would be why.
That's fine, that's fine.
I love
Now,
that
I think-
standing
What
up.
you do?
Like,
Let's see what
So we
we've got
just-
with that.
Oh yeah, so now copy all the names and put them in the thing.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh
I was
yeah, cool.
just-
No, it's fine.
I'll
Giveaway.
check if we need to add on.
Quite so high, but there we
This
go.
giveaway is sponsored by the Wasp.
That was
Ruined
going to do
the
one.
previous shoot and
Fudge
also.
off is what I can do.
Would you like a quite a calm editing video? Have flying parasitic insects of doom.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry.
What I want to know is where is the number generator gone?
Am I helping?
Always.
yeah, it's magic actually.
You're welcome. Okay.
I'm having really thick. Where's the?
It is it? Oh, it's one of the generation things, isn't it? So I think it might be down the bottom.
Is it like an app? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like an app. Wait, if you hover left, hover left.
Nice, we're going to do that.
We're just finding the giveaway thing. We haven't
I
done
swear it
this
was
yet.
on
Just bring across like this.
Tony.
Oh, actually, not too much.
The random number generator. Name generator. Was that on the internet?
And then that will look
Was
up
that on the
into
internet?
right.
The random number generator.
And then
Name
also
generator.
it will look forward to me as well.
If you open Internet Explorer, it's on there.
No one.
Ah, okay.
Thank you.
That's right. I think that might actually be up to date.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Really hug
We're
it.
gonna random.
Below the boobs, but yeah, that's
Michelle!
fine.
Michelle's won a book. Is Michelle there?
Very good.
Michelle, you won one of Rachel's books. Actually, 2 things. There is 100% a wasp in the kitchen. But that's fine. Michelle, you want a signed copy of My House Like Rachel Haynes' book and the new book coming out in November, every Edinburgh.
That's exciting!
There you go. Have you met Rachel?
I don't think so.
She's been here before, fair enough.
But never at the times I'm
You guys need to meet.
Yeah,
Michelle's
she did just
also
say
on the
yes,
tonography
Then
team.
you're almost
No.
Yeah, Tony's
the
put...
freeloader that hangs around.
What time are we meant to finish this, by the way?
Okay, what time is it? So at 3. Have you done the? Yeah, you just did the giveaway.
We're
At 3:20, there's a talk happening.
Oh, fine, so we can
What
just
talk
go.
is
We could do a
that?
random.
Can we just keep, let's keep going.
We could do a random giveaway.
Do you want
Yes,
to?
do a random.
Okay, we're gonna do a random one.
Pick a random one out.
Oh my god, we're random give. It's all kicking off now.
What we got?
In honor
Lucky
of.
dipper.
Okay.
Whereas if you face into the lights,
Yeah.
it comes very
Can you hold my coffee?
Yeah.
So it's quite, but it's
Because
worth
doing this backwards is not the best idea.
When you said hold, you meant drink, right?
I
I did just drink.
Did you?
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
just smell.
there's glitter right on the end of my nose.
Then just lower that arm down just a little, and then bring your
Shall we give away the tonography T-shirt?
We're giving away the tonography t-shirt! Is it mine?
Shall we like?
No, okay.
Is it yours?
Should we like?
No. Wait, was it in the bedroom?
No, it was in that box.
Oh, we're fine then. Okay. So,
I might be giving away someone's T-shirt apparently.
no, I don't think you are.
No. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna give away the tonography t-shirt. We all say it differently. It's do you want to hold it? Can you model it by holding it up?
I will.
I will do. Sam's also wearing.
There you go.
Okay, so
You don't say photography though.
that is true. Okay, we are going to pick a random person. Ready? Drum roll, please. Liam! Has Liam already got one?
What?
A tonography
t-shirt.
t-shirt. Because he's just won one.
He said whatever, if he gets pulled out, to redo it.
Does he want a tonography?
Which one was my coffee again?
The one I was drinking, sorry.
It's a
Sorry.
woman's one.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
it's well.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, right, we can pull
I
again.
might still want a woman's one.
Go.
I got one finger, but this is the closest I got.
Tony, do you want to read it out? Okay.
Lauren Gray.
Lauren! I think I know Lauren. Is this the Lauren I shot with? If so, you're great. If not, I'm sure you're still great. You have won the tonography t-shirt as modeled by literally everyone except me right now. I picked up the
Did
t-shirt.
Tony just say Internet Explorer?
Yeah,
Probably.
He's
he has
used,
it.
Internet Explorer has his random online picker on it because he's that one. He's that. Okay, so we're gonna add your name to the list. Where is the tonography t-shirt? Is it even on there? Ah, here we go.
Ah, alright.
Okay, so if you get in contact, Lauren, then we can. Okay.
Order that to get sent to you.
Sorry guys.
Yeah, but it's all good. Okay, so we're
I'll go find Amazon next for you guys.
cool. Tell them to be slow because we're having fun.
We're having fun and they can take us on the table.
Yeah. Okay, so basically all we've done is like slightly enhance the lights and dark. And if you're in natural light, you can do it much harder and it goes much further.
I think so. I'm learning a lot as well because I think I'm much prefer to shoot natural
Yeah.
lights. I've done a few studio stuff with obviously Tony and Tony, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
it's a completely different
yeah,
ball game.
when you're highlighting in natural or Photoshop, if you do white in, I'm going to use my own face like a mold. Actually, wait, if you come further forward. Okay, so if you highlight, I don't know how that's helping actually, I don't want to stab you in the eye. So you highlight where you put highlighter on, like in your inner corners and a tiny bit up. Shadow on the outer edge of eyes, never on the inner edge. Highlight under your eyebrows, darken your eyebrows. If you're gonna contour, you have to be so light with it. And remember, on these layers, you can always reduce. If you think you've gone too hard, you can always reduce the opacity. So you do that, and then tiny bit of highlight here. It doesn't come as far in as you think. And like generally, the golden rule is don't touch people's noses because you always ruin it unless they're really pale. In which case, you can try and draw it back in. But like, that's what I genuinely have to do to my pictures. But yeah, so, and also, if someone's looking, actually I haven't done it on this, if someone's looking to the side, like this, just bringing out their jawbone a tiny bit more, like that, when you zoom out, makes a hell of a difference to their face. It just stops it cutting, like here with the light, it stops it cutting into your neck, so it's good. So yeah, and then we've added the blue, so then I've merged down, and the reason I've got all these extra layers is so I can always see what the original was and where I've gone with it, which is already like a big difference. if you're a natural light and it's not quite as sharp as you'd like, and this is, I'm sure you're not going to do this, but I do, you get the sharpen tool, which is this triangle, and like, bear in mind, every time, even if you don't unclick, every time you move your brush, it does more. So if I colour in, you see, like, all of that.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay, so, I'm zooming in by so, if you're gonna do that, one swipe, and like, trust me, you can see it, and like, maybe 2 on eyelashes. But honestly, like, that's just gonna overshine unless you're not here. Okay, so basically what we've done is just brought up all the shadows and cleaned it up a bit. I would probably get it slightly lighter under here if I had time, like take away some of the dark shadows. Like, you know, generally zhuzhed. Zhuzhed is still a word?
Zhuzhed, I like it.
Zhuzhed. Invited us. Yeah, I don't know if I can find the picture I did earlier. If you go on the Tonography Instagram, one of the pictures I edited from this shoot earlier is up there with, it's a profile picture, and you can see that I've actually changed.
How long did that take you as well to edit?
It only took me like, the skin retouch was the hardest, because again I'm not used to like studio. So, but it probably took me 45 minutes.
It's like
maybe?
you said, studio is not a lot more precise. Cause I'm not saying natural lighting isn't precise, but it is. The light is also technical with where you place everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely fine.
You get it.
Yeah.
There's no, I've got that and I can.
So I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, you can
tilt it. Tilt it.
There. Okay.
Forward.
Basically, ignore the fact her skin is like what you. So we had a circular red spot. What is that? It's a selfie. No, there's a circular red spotlight. And what I've done is made the darks darker, and I've actually used one of the presets I've got in my colour lookup, which does like blues and oranges, and brought it down a bit. So if you look at it on either my Instagram or Tony's Instagram.
Oh, I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
Oh, it's my phone's gone dark.
There you go.
Okay, so it's not me.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so you see how her skin's actually, you can kind of tell more orange and matches more her colour tones? That's because it's a colour lookup thing, and I played with the blues and the oranges, and it means that the blues on her outfit here are like crushed blue, and if you ever put blues and blacks, it makes it look like deeper and more rich, so I'd recommend that if you think your blacks look grey. Like, wait, what? It's moved everything.
So if you relax the grey, go to adjustments and...
I'm just trying to work out where it is on this. Is this? This is not the right thing. Oh,
that's green.
Oh, what colour do we want, guys? No, I'm just trying to... Sorry, everything's in a different place. If we go to selective colours, a big one no one uses. It's like fantastic. You got this only picks up all the reds and changes. So if I think her skin's a bit red, I can bring it down a tiny bit. Maybe like the yellows down a tiny bit too.
I think that so having it slightly less vibrant overall would be really nice. Like
yeah, I agree.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, see that's crushed it to more pink, and that works.
That works, yeah, I like that.
And if I go to, so I don't know if you just twiddle it, you can see, so the background reads as cyan, which means that we can make it more or less stuff.
There we go, just a little.
So for example, if I made this really green, and then I did a new selective colour layer, I can go into, sorry I kicked you, I can go into the green layer and it will read as green. So you can layer these up and they won't just read as the original colour, which is like fantastic.
You stretch out like that.
What I really want is,
I think as well, everyone seems to think like,
to
do like editing, you have to do loads and loads, but sometimes it's literally the subtle changes that when you think of it, you think, I can't see any difference, but when you compare it to the original,
yeah,
the little things that people might see and think, oh, that's hasn't been edited.
Yeah. So the one big thing is if you're in selective colour and you're on whites, neutrals or blacks, anything you do is going to dramatically show up. So here, if I literally go to blacks -1, I'm going to zoom in actually. Oh my lord. Okay, so you see the blacks here. If I put that 0, that's +1, that's 0, that's -1. Like there's a huge difference in the three, especially if you're here. So even like that's +11, which on anything else would be nothing, but here it looks shit. So, what
Good.
I'm going to do is I'm going to do +1
Very nice.
for the black, and I'm going to push the blues up literally at +1 as well.
Cringe, no.
And then
Coming in from nowhere.
it's like, instead of being flat, it's rich. And she's doing Assassin's Creed, so it's like Victorian London, it would be evening, the light would be blue. It works, it makes sense. Go with me on this one.
It does, we promise.
I promise. I always ask people at the beginning of the shoot, I'm like, what's the vibe of your character? So I've got a guy later he did like a lot of like hood stuff, mask stuff, but he didn't play, his character was like really evil, he was like more like powerful, which changes completely how you'd edit it. Because like, she's an assassin, she's not evil, so we're not going dark, we're just going like crisp but moody. Yeah, so I'm like pretty happy with that. And then, yeah, so that was the original, and that's what we've got now, and that's literally not even doing it properly because we're here.
And there was a wasp.
And there was a wasp. This was editing with a wasp, and it's not
And
bad.
technical issues. And
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that?
yeah, I like it.
And I'm also going
It's
to go
just
for
worth-
one I think
worth
really
quickly.
is the one
Before we get chopped
around
out.
the neck with it there.
Which
What
we
we're gonna do
might
is
get
put
like
it
right
like that.
Get out.
So the one slightly higher than the
Had
other.
enough of you,
So
the ginger
basically
twins.
what we're doing is
We're just going for it.
just
Like
making
no
the
one's
most of
come
it.
in, so
Slightly higher than
so I
the other,
took
leading into it
these
like that.
gorgeous ones of
Exactly.
Becca.
So
Don't worry, I'm bringing it to show you.
Nice.
So I've deliberately done. So we have one directional light, and I have one like fill light. The white is flower from the previous shoot. Don't worry about it. So I'm gonna again duplicate the layers. But what it means is I've got, and I don't know how I'm focused this is, because again I've just picked one randomly. Yeah, it is. So you can see there's like a circle of light on her face, and then it fades out, which means I can basically fiddle with how I, where's the one I can sorry, I've lost my mind. And we can fiddle with the light on her face without affecting this too much, and then I'm hoping to like fade it out from there. But we planned that while we were shooting it, so we can do that now. It was a happy accident, but it worked. So if I bring up the highlights, you can see there's so much more highlights like in that middle bit. I can't point, I just remember. Do you reckon crushed or black?
So again, that thing, it's kind of wants to
Like,
be more
that's
of a
darker.
sort of
That's
like
like
just a
lighter.
relaxed hanging
Like
rather
middle.
than almost
Yeah,
this, which
you
is
don't
what
want it
we're doing.
completely darkened as well.
Yeah, you can't
Because of the
actually see what
purple.
we're doing, don't worry about it.
Basically.
Sorry.
It's like, we'll bring it, it's an overlay, so you have to
You're
wait.
welcome to do it if you want.
See, there's a new texture bar. Have you seen that before?
Perfect, nice.
There's a new,
Yeah, and then
if you've updated your Lightroom, which Tony has, and I haven't yet,
So that's really nice.
there's a new bar called texture, which I think means that you can, basically the opposite of luminance, you can bring up and down the texture if you
Yeah,
want.
you know, I mean that
You always bring up the luminance.
Yeah, I-
see,
see,
Right,
right.
as a general rule of thumb.
Look
Yes.
down. No, I'm just
So,
saying,
right,
and look
that's
down
actually a really
towards
good
it,
point.
leads the eye down.
So this is,
Lovely, nice, excellent. Slightly
I'm gonna zoom in,
out, 'cause we're trying to keep the camera
and then I'm
down.
going to show you. So that is,
Lovely, and a little glance the eye.
no luminance at all.
Nice.
and that's actually, you know, like perfectly fine. She's got good skin. You don't need it on the studio shot when she's that far away. But if you, and I've seen so many photographers at con do this because they think it's how you're meant to. If you push it up to where I normally push it up, and then put it on, you see how her hair's become what, and people do it to me all the time because I've got pale skin. It's probably happened to you. If you ever see someone's hair blended together like this, it means all they've done is whack luminance up on it or reduce the clarity, and then you get this weird like plastic doll
If you
type.
zoom in again as well,
Yeah,
you can notice, like here, you see
Yeah.
all the like
the colours have gone wrong. Whereas like
the fuzz is there and it thinks she's wearing a net.
it's like before. Please never do this, or just get out. Before, get out.
Rather than with that, with the bracing, we're just going to slightly put
We
it
need to
that way,
change the
just
model's
very
name.
slightly, exactly like that, yeah.
What is your name? Sorry, we're just updating the thing.
Erin.
Erin, okay, cool.
Yeah. So rather than sort of gripping too much, just a little higher up. So
Cool,
yeah,
perfect.
it's there rather than.
So yeah, so what we're gonna do is
down and across.
this,
That's it.
like again, her skin's really good. Like part of the problem is we don't want to like there's slight digital zoom on it, but that's fine. So we're gonna go straight back into spot healing brush. Am I gonna go? Oh,
The arm across that bottom works really
I'm
nicely.
so conscious she's in the other room watching me right now.
There we go.
No, I'm going to take away a tiny bit like that, and that's pretty much. That's it, really.
That's all that's needed.
And then looking
Yeah.
past me to about
She's
the
very
back
good at
there.
makeup, so we're kind of sorted.
Down again about here.
Just that. I'm actually like, I'm looking at light spots a tiny bit too, just like that. That's. And like, don't forget when you're doing lingerie, like you do have to kind of look over all of it more than you would otherwise.
Yeah.
Zoom out. Okay. But yes, it's 25 past.
Okay, so I into the next one or not? I can't remember.
Well,
20
I don't have
minutes,
schedule. I don't know.
so-
I'm sorry.
Should be 20 past, yes.
Yeah.
I can have a look
Yeah,
quickly
so
now for you.
I think it said next, but or it could. Oh no, it's Lady. She might be out in the camper.
Wait, Lady Intrepid. Wait, is she shooting again?
I think she's next with me. I'm not sure.
What time is it?
Yeah, 3:20.
3:20, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if she's, I don't know.
Shall I message the group chat?
Yeah, just to see if there's anyone around there.
Sorry, guys.
If not, they'll carry on. Otherwise,
Sam's
I'll-
gonna keep talking.
Eggs is quite an easy
Oh, I
one,
am,
so
am
I
I?
can always
Yeah.
swap with
Oh,
her.
brilliant, thanks, babe.
So yeah, that's it.
I mean-
So I'm just going to go for a really another big hug.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly like that.
Yeah.
Bring that hand
Someone
down
asking
just
what
a
lens you're
fraction more,
using.
love.
What a fantastic question. I need to read on.
There we go.
Yeah. It's not mine. No. Okay. I'm using the Nikon 24 to 120mm 1.4. I'm much more of a portrait person, so I'm trying to get used to doing long shots like that, and I actually really don't know how to use them, so that's kind of like a happy accident. So it's probably not what you should shoot with, but I like the effects. But I would love to know what lens you would advise shooting with that kind of thing, because yeah, it's. I've got a Nikon D700 with that lens that I just read out.
24 to 120.
24 to 120 f4. Thanks, Darren. How is it? Darren, wait, Darren, are you shooting on the same?
Yeah.
Darren's Darren's shooting on the same. So, I don't know why we're all shooting on lenses like that, but
There is such a nice.
we got this. So I'm gonna get it. So yeah, so cool. She's back. Oh, I just messaged you on the group chat. I'm sorry.
Lovely.
Okay.
Let's see what lighting we've got with this first.
Dark and moody, dark and moody.
Wait, what's your name?
Lady Intrepid.
Is it as in like your full first name?
Lady
Oh, is it under
yeah.
that? Oh, okay. So I'm
It's a lady in front.
Yeah.
no fine. I'm just trying to find them.
Above.
Oh, okay. I can't spell. Why am I in charge?
Lovely.
It is pretty. It's a lot of flour on the floor.
Although I feel like a bit like a puppy. Your face.
We've been joined by a Hannah.
Fraction taller than I.
Last time, yeah, sorry.
So we did that. What we're doing, we're doing Dodger Man.
Yeah.
Help.
Is that right?
Okay. Down. Invert.
Wrong camera down.
Did you just pick up my camera?
Bloody Nikon.
Did you
No,
just?
that was Toby's I almost
Oh my
picked
god.
up.
Darren's stealing cameras 2018.
It's fine, mine's no physical.
Yeah, no, that's true. Why do you shoot Canon?
You know the story.
Do you want to come slot in and join us wherever you can be
You
seen?
do.
Where?
Stealth.
Oh, stealth Hannah's down there in the corner. You can see her on camera 3.
You can actually.
You can. I'm going back. So why do you shoot Canon? Is it preference or just what you have? Like
What you always have.
Yeah, I started off like in this lovely little, was it the A210 parachute, the little tiny one?
the Sony one or the Canon one?
The Canon.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it was
I literally know sort of about those cameras. So.
absolutely
So would you,
decades
just a
old.
question,
Yeah.
would you, where it's here, would
Yeah.
you like darken that, shadow that? Or
I
not?
find-
know some people do.
Contouring boobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but no one's coming in. Okay, this one. Wait, you next. I'm sorry, guys. You've got Tony now.
Yeah.
No, in answer to Sam's question, no, I really wouldn't contour boobs more on pictures. It never goes well.
No, I agree.
Because if you're trying to draw a dark line all the way up, you can never feather it enough and it looks bad.
Right.
It was nice to see you and we missed you.
on.
Bye guys.
Sorry about the wasp.
Sorry about the wasp.
He's in the dark.
See us again at like 3.
Nothing new there. Right, so we've got Jack to talk for half an hour about modelling, and how to get started.
How
So,
do
well, when did you first model? Because it wasn't when you shot with me, was it?
No, I've been modelling since A levels. doing work for like other students. So that's where I first started.
Right.
But it was in like a friendly environment and not like
Yeah,
a professional environment. So it was a little bit different. But
So was I the first well, I was a friend, but but outside of that.
yeah, outside of studying,
Yeah.
you were my first.
And Darren was your second.
And Darren was my second.
Yeah. So you created a Purple Port
Yep.
and you've uploaded some pictures.
Yep.
So for people that don't know, Purple Port is it's a modelling website. I was going to call it a photographer's website, but it's not. It's about the models,
Yeah.
and the photographers go there to find models.
Very stretchy. Yeah.
It's how have you found Purple Port?
Yeah.
It's odd because it's like there are like so many people are liking the images that I put up, but like I'm not getting any specific like responses.
Right.
But it's like I don't think I've put up enough to actually like
But not too much.
and like I'm terrible at uploading. It's basically it. Be good at uploading people. It's always better. Content 8 people following.
Sorry, just going to change this.
Okay. Yeah, so when I originally started shooting with Darren, I hadn't made a Purple Port at that point,
Yeah. No.
and we waited until I had my second shoot with Darren to like properly set it up so he could walk me through it basically.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to necessarily put up the wrong like information because there's so many different categories.
Yeah. So level wise,
Yes.
let's talk about levels for modelling.
Yep.
You shoot up to nude,
Yes.
which is extremely brave. A lot of people don't do that sort of levels, but you do. What level would you say you're most comfortable shooting at?
Weirdly enough, I'm probably most comfortable shooting nude. It's
I know someone else like that.
What have I done?
Most comfortable shooting nude.
And in dark.
In the dark, yeah. Alright, lens that's being used is a 24-120 at the moment. Yes, I did say Internet Explorer.
he's old. Forgive him.
So yeah, currently the lens being used, the lens I was using is the 24-70, which actually looks longer because it's got more glass in it, because it's f2.8, where the lens at the moment is being used is an f4 lens. Yeah, I'm old, but
We love him.
but you know,
This is such a nice.
we're using Internet Explorer for one thing,
What are we using Internet Explorer for?
for the random generator.
Oh, fair enough.
We'll swap places. You do that, and I'll be over here with the camera.
Everything else is home. So,
Yeah, exactly.
no, we haven't gone up.
Donate people.
But I do like the fact that we've got 69 supporters.
Yay!
69 supporters.
Say, last time you only had me at this time, weren't you?
Yeah.
I was only here.
Oh, we've got 6 people watching.
Hi.
Um,
I'm currently bald.
so yeah, so there's various levels, and there's levels above nude.
Yep.
People don't realise this, but you know, the erotic can be above.
But yeah, so erotic can be above, but you've also got fetish, which can be below nude, which is an interesting one.
Yeah, or above.
Or way above, yeah. Like I have talked to Darren about possibly shooting some fetish stuff, but kind of jokingly.
Yeah.
We're not sure whether we're serious yet or not.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, it's
One thing about, I'm not sure how this lights
you know,
Yeah. This is where I thought the sword would be hilarious.
Yes,
Don't you catch it?
We'll have it on the live stream. It's fine.
I'll be here to capture it.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool.
But if you lean to this side,
This side,
that
yeah.
yeah. So, sorry. So you've got your purple port,
Yep.
and you're saying you're not getting much contact.
No, I'm getting like all of the casting calls that go out to pretty much everyone, like within that level. And you do, like, I go through them, I like check the ones that I either want to do or eligible to do. I really go for the TFPs. T for P, by the way, meaning time for print or time for photos. Back in the old days when it's time for print.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Pretty much. But because I don't really, a lot of my levels are like nude or topless, I won't do that for like T for P.
Except with Darren and I.
Except with Darren and Tony, but they're exceptions.
Yeah, I mean, because you first did it with us.
Yeah, exactly.
And we have kind of this arrangement with models. You know, both of us do. That if we've got on well, we enjoy shooting with you, and you enjoy shooting with us, then we're happy to play the experiment card.
Yeah.
Knowing that we might not get any shots out of it, and you might not get any shots.
Me and Darren have some very, very weird shoots that we have planned that are genuinely
I know that feeling of some weird shoots.
Weird.
Nude or lingerie.
Yeah. So I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about the paint one we did.
Oh, that's hilarious. That was cold.
Oh, yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, it's really warm water. Oh, it's gone blank.
Oh, funny, he said that to me as well.
It was warm water.
They just come out of a hot tap.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Was it the ice cubes that gave it away?
Yeah, exactly. Rattling around in the bottle.
But no, seriously, because it's such a fine spray, it cools the minute it comes out of the spray.
Yeah, we believe you.
Not even I believe you now, Tony.
Right, I'm going to go and fill that with hot water and spray you, Darren.
Sure. Can I photograph it?
Yeah.
You made me smile in like the last 2 photos. I'm not happy about it.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Grumpy.
Boobs.
Stop making me smile.
So I would say that if anyone's interested in modelling, to find a photographer. Before you join Purple Port, find a photographer you trust.
Yeah.
And be willing to try multiple levels with that photographer.
Definitely,
to see where you're
God,
comfortable.
I've run out of ideas now.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Donnie and Taryn. Words, it's early in the morning.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be my advice. Also, always be happy to take it. And we had this discussion about bringing a chaperone the first time. I was very open to the idea because I have no issues with that. I would recommend that if you don't know the photographer.
If you don't know the photographer, always bring a chaperone. Like if you feel if you feel nervous, it works just as well.
Yeah.
I personally don't take a chaperone, but I'm very good at I'm very good at self-preservation.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that any better.
Yeah, exactly, definitely.
It's like I'm good at spotting a bad situation.
I don't do smiling.
And we were friends already, so therefore,
it did help.
And then when you shot with Darren, you had my recommendation that he was safe.
Exactly.
And,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I told you that. He's not. He's dodgy as hell. Look at him. I mean, look at that goatee. I mean,
who would trust a man with a goatee?
Old Billy Goat Gruff there.
No, Darren's lovely. Tony's lovely. Like all of the photographers that I've worked with.
Too much face on.
So, has anyone got any questions? Probably not. We've only got
not at this hour
6
of the morning.
people going, and one of them's us anyway, so there's 5. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about modelling or shooting models,
thank you very much.
Lady in Trent's just finished it. Thank you very much.
That's 3:40, isn't it? So, Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Hello. Sorry, I need to look into the nice sweaty attire.
Yeah. So at 4 o'clock, it's me again.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm stealing. I'm going to steal Darren's idea and get Becca's hair wet.
Fair enough. She
She
did tell me that.
Yeah.
And then I've got Zoe, and then Rebecca, and then you're with Hannah.
Yep.
Yes,
I have tit tape. Binder's coming off.
and then Emma will be arriving at some point later. Yeah.
Also, another thing, if you're not fully if you want to try art nude or topless, but you're not quite comfortable enough to have like everything out, pasties are an amazing thing.
Yeah, as Darren and I were wearing
Yep.
pasties earlier.
Yep.
Because we're not comfortable showing you our nipples.
No.
No one wants to see that.
I wanted them to be Instagram friendly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing. If you want to put it up on. Bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds a good plan. If you do want to put them up on social media, pasties are also a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. Or you can blur the nipple out.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what Darren did with me.
Yep.
Everything's blurred.
A lot of water on my face. I was wondering, because I have a talk at 4:20,
Yeah.
if I could miss the 4 a.m. giveaway, so I can start doing my makeup now.
Yeah.
So that
that's
I can
fine.
then come do the talk, and then I won't be like, oh god, I have 40 minutes
Yeah.
to.
No, that's fine. Mate. Can you
get
just
ready.
ask someone else to do
Yeah,
it?
I just thought I'd double check with
Yeah.
you.
No, that's
first.
fine. If you just find someone else that can
No
do
worries.
it, maybe Hannah.
I'll just bully someone into it. You're doing it.
Hannah would
Can
be
I
a
have the
good.
dagger?
No.
That's how you do it.
No.
So, what is your favourite bit about modelling?
Probably the experimentation. Because I'm an artist by trade, so I get to explore the crazy, wacky ideas that I have going on in
She
my.
has some crazy, wacky ideas.
We do. I think one of the shoots I have planned is a sexy Yoda.
I'm not shooting that.
No, he's not.
No, my childhood would just be destroyed.
Majority of my very outlandish. Look at this smile. Look at this. Like, he's. This is my photographer for my sexy Yoda. But yeah, so it's entirely the creativity that I get to explore, which I wouldn't be able to explore in many other fields. Because I will admit I am a terrible drawer. Other people will disprove this, but I do not like how I draw. So I can't draw what I want, so I model it instead.
Yeah, good. And what would you say you least like about modelling? Otherwise, I'm working with Darren.
Yeah, working with you.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
I'll leave. I'm gonna get kicked out in a minute, probably. What I least like is probably the creeps that you get.
Yeah.
Like.
Hello.
Speaking of.
Do you mean these creeps that want to wear your underwear?
I wish I brought my phone to the talk so I could show everyone that bit.
I was merely testing it. You're always supposed to test what you put the model through. You know, if they're walking through stinging nettles, it's better.
So, have you wet your shirt lately, then?
We're not going to do it for the shoot, but fun though, isn't it?
Just calm down.
I'll do that and just let that go.
So what they're referring to is
So just letting it like that, and it's going to be lots of.
I think girls are more pervy than men, to be honest.
They are.
They really are.
Shoulders.
So the underwear we were talking about is I have a set of pink fluffy Care Bear underwear, which I love and I bought as a joke. We ended up shooting it, and Darren wanted to. It sounds really creepy when I say it, but Darren wanted to like feel what it felt like because we were doing topless photos as well. And I was just kind of like, oh, why don't you try it on? And he did.
That is creepy.
And we have like proper posing photos with him in my bra.
That's it. A little bit more twisting the upper body towards me.
Yeah, it probably is my favourite underwear set just for the ridiculousness of it.
But it was good fun.
It was good fun. There are some really weird pictures of me.
And I think.
Sorry, yeah. Actually, let's try that one for first. Actually.
For me, especially when shooting with Mojo Jones, we have a lot of fun doing some creative stuff, very messy stuff. There was pink paint all over my studio, and the other week when we covered her in pink paint, yes, but I'm in this camera.
It's like, is it one camera? That's acceptable.
Honestly, I'm sitting down, so I'm going, oh, it's the first time I've sat down, really.
Good point.
So, yeah, I think the creativity is quite good fun. And you can have a real good laugh with the right person. And not everyone gels. I had a model that I just did not gel with. And she did not gel with me, and we were polite to each other, but it was just never ever going to be another shoot where that's one model out of 50 or 60 I've shot with.
You have a long list. That Darren is slowly working his way through.
Yeah, I know. Most of them are coming back though.
It's fine, James is trying to nick me from Darren.
Sort of thing,
I'm just getting passed around as like this model whore.
So,
I don't mind. Sorry.
That's okay.
So it's just there we go.
Have we got any questions at all?
Any at all?
No. We're dying here, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
that it's not, because otherwise.
I know that, like, I think Becca wanted to maybe come in and talk about it. Like, with me, I don't know.
So what we're doing is covering that and having more of the shirts.
Wow.
I don't know.
So.
Now I'm going to get you to twist almost as if you're facing this wall.
If you could shoot in any location in the world, where would you shoot? And what sort of shoot would it be?
Again, really look down, really nice and moody.
That's up. Why are you wearing a skull cap? It's a wig cap because I couldn't be bothered to put a wig on for coming to talk. I'm lazy and it's late. And I don't have a shoot for another 2 hours. That's why. It's not a skull cap, it's a wig cap.
So back to my question. Can't get out of it. It's a good question.
God damn it. On it, like, that's really difficult. I really want to go somewhere like really grungy and like full of like graffiti. The skate bit on South Bank, I would absolutely love to go to, or any abandoned location. I'm very into like Decay. It sounds really bad.
So if you could do anywhere, what about somewhere like Chernobyl for Urban Decay?
I mean, yes and no. I like the aesthetic of it, yes, but because of like what happened, I would not want to do it there because out of respect for the place, it would be kind of like doing something out of it. It would be wrong. It's not the same.
It's nowhere near the same.
No, but it's still.
One was an accident, one was intentional.
Yes, but still, a lot of people's lives were ruined.
I appreciate that bit, but yeah. I wouldn't put them in the same class.
I wasn't putting them in the same class. I was saying, for the same reason that I wouldn't want to shoot there, I would not want to shoot in Chicago.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But as that sort of aesthetic of a location, yes. If it weren't full of radiation and my skin would not melt off.
It's alright now. No, you can go there.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Okay. Fancy a trip?
Nope.
You're not that brave.
No, it's not that. It's the cost.
Good point.
Yeah. So that's a little bit darker.
But yeah, a lot of the modelling that I want to do is like location art nude, which is very difficult to find secure locations, so we're not going to get kicked out of me being naked.
Yeah, that's great. Exactly like that. Nice. Maybe even a reach.
Sorry, carry on. I'm just importing my pictures while I remember.
Nope, that was what I wanted to say.
Lovely, nice. Little glance at me on that one. Nice.
But yeah, the South Bank graffiti skate park would be quite good. I like
this
that.
one here. Yeah, that's quite interesting as well.
I've really not recorded since then.
Almost stretching out, really nice. And just that little bit of where you've gone back a little bit further changes the light completely there. Yeah. That's really nice. So, yeah. So, a little
the way that I actually got
so it's
into
gonna
like
be very, very hard
topless
to
modelling
decide
was
now.
very very accidental. In the well, it wasn't accidental. It was kind of like situational. I was doing a water shoot, and originally I was wearing a dress, but the dress was just getting
those hands up again.
to me. So I was kind of like, this is uncomfortable. I don't want to. I don't want to wear the dress. And obviously, because I was with friends, I was literally just kind of like, do you two mind? I just like, I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable, and they're just like, yeah, sure. And so we ended up shooting a naked bath shoot, which was great. It was weird, and it was great, and I loved it. And it's still some of my favourite photos. Apart from what I shot with you and Karen.
You're entitled to have favourite photos with other people.
You're entitled to your opinion. I think you're wrong.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Give, like, I would say give any photographer a fair chance, but if they do overstep the line, obviously.
I would say check their references.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, definitely check their references. But if they're not on Purple Port, like, even just ask someone that has shot with them before. Like, say, like, what was your experience with them and such like that. I had a situation a few months ago where I was due to do a location shoot up in London, just like a fashion style shoot, nothing interesting really. Nothing interesting, I say that. The fashion shoot we did was rather interesting.
Yeah. We had fun with it. Full of makeup and
tribal makeup.
Yeah. But it was different.
It was different. I'm all about, like, I don't like doing normal shoots.
Yeah, and the point is that we got, I think, some really nice images.
We did.
And they were very different to anything you or I had shot before, so that gave a nice variety.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I was due to shoot with a photographer up in London, and I was checking through his Purple Port, and he didn't have like much in terms of reference. And I messaged Dara going, okay, I'm due to shoot with this person tomorrow, what should I do? Like, this was about 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's right, Darren's
as is
awake.
when we usually talk. I was like, what do? I don't know. It's like, I don't feel like I wasn't necessarily comfortable with it, and he's just kind of like, if you're uncomfortable with it, don't do it.
Yeah,
and like,
exactly.
If you ever at any point feel uncomfortable with something like that, don't do it.
Yeah, I fully agree.
Like, there's no shame in backing down from something like that.
There's not, no.
And even like,
just be honest with the photographer.
Exactly.
Say, I'm sorry, but yeah, I've thought about this. I don't feel comfortable, so therefore I'm cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's even if you're halfway through a shoot.
Or
yeah.
Just say sorry.
Just say sorry. I'm not comfortable.
Yeah. Just a fraction of it, and then do the same thing.
I don't know why I'm putting the lens. Dust.
In fact, I'm probably going to go as far as to.
Just making sure these are all imported before I.
Step standing towards me this time. So turn around as if you're actually standing towards me.
Alright.
And we'll let that come.
Whip the memory card out.
Besides why I'm wearing a skull cap.
The classic question of the night.
The classic question.
Okay.
She said, I've just lost all my hair. They're still coming in.
I lost all my hair and I lost my wig.
Jesus, I've shot over 1,000 shots already. Yeah, so
Pretty impressive.
my shot count is going through the freaking roof. It's like shooting an MCM day.
Just one day.
That's the flare I want coming through at the back there.
So I think Darren's shooting mostly black and white today, where I'm shooting colour. So we are working with different models, obviously. Well, not completely. Some of the models are the same we're working with.
Yeah, so it really flares out at this stage. And I can move that around, so a couple more of those poses are really good.
How you doing, Ed? You alright, mate?
Yeah.
Nice.
Looking good.
Nice.
Don't work with this weirdo again, though.
Nah.
Oh, yeah, it's good. You're in a Jack Nicholson there. But yeah, you got like sort of like classically sort of
So
you know, really classic Hollywood.
this is my shot of Ed.
Nice, good, excellent.
And we're going to see quite a bit of difference, I think, with Darren's.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Nice, good.
the shirts work for one.
Yeah. I mean, deliberately didn't want to do the same as what Darren was doing.
Yeah.
So that's why I had the shirt off and over a shoulder.
Yep.
But yeah, I like this pose.
And that's another thing with modelling. It's like you can shoot the same thing with different photographers, and you will get very different results back.
I think we're done.
I mean, here's a sexy Groot.
I think we're done. So I put something warm on.
Sexy Groot is shown. I like it.
Yep. But yeah, so you know.
Nice one, thank you, mate. It was really good. I hope you enjoyed it. So,
But I think as favourite shots go, it has to be that.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, see, I didn't realise you had a tattoo. That's a different ball game now. I'll get the shelf. You've got 5 minutes.
Too late.
No. You're just copying me now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. You can tell.
Yeah.
No, you're the last one, aren't you? So I have actually got 5 minutes. Look, yourself. I know. No, I just exactly those ones that you're doing there, but just so you've got that shoulder towards me a little bit more, or that one, whichever you prefer.
What's been your favourite shoots in both of your careers?
So that's my
daughter's name. That's my ex's name. So
let's do that one.
What's yours?
I feel like it may be like similar or the same.
Are you going to say the egg?
Yeah.
The egg was kind of awesome. It was fun. It was different. Yes, it is definitely up there in my top 5.
Yeah, it was.
Actually, for me, one of my favourite shoots was a location shoot I did with Katia when I did in Portugal for Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah.
We had sunset, we had waves, we had rocks, we had sand, you know, we had everything, and I feel I produced some really good location images from that. That's no way, I mean,
no, it's fine. It's
absolutely hilariously funny.
I think for me the reasons why it was one of my favourite shoots is because we had so much fun with it, and with Darren, a lot of the shoots that we've done, I love them because of the fun that we've had, not because necessarily because of the photos we produce.
But because both of us are doing it as a hobby,
exactly. Well,
for us, and when Darren shoots with you, he's doing the fun side of photography, not his business side.
Exactly.
You know, if you're not having fun, why are you doing it? Because
the honeycombs, they're so precise. That you know,
I mean, it's really.
It literally just turned you away from it a little bit more.
So really nice probably. Well, my favourite shoot with Tony would probably be the egg shoot.
Yeah.
With Darren.
Sorry.
Probably the storm.
Mini, I believe.
Probably the Stormtrooper lingerie shoot I did. It was interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
We shot a Stormtrooper and a Death.
Thank you.
Stormtrooper and a Death Trooper with a pair of Darth Vader boxers. Yeah.
I got nothing to say for that. Right. Okay, so Hannah, are you going to jump in and do a giveaway?
Hannah? Oh?
Sorry, yes.
Are you going to jump in and do a giveaway?
Yeah, sure. You know how it went from like sultry to like that was pretty sick.
Do you want to help with the giveaway?
Sure. I haven't done a giveaway yet.
Right, so we are, I don't know what time we are. We are at
4
4
a.m.
a.m. So we are giving away Enchantress art. Do we have the art? Is
No,
it
we
commission
don't.
art?
No, so we need to change some graphics as well, mate. We're well out of date.
Oh, there's this.
Left-handed. You got left forever is left-handed. It's over there.
Oh, it's like here a second ago. There we go. Right, so we're changing this to...
Is it the Enchantress?
Yes.
Is it Enchantress?
This one.
Yeah, Enchantress.
Enchantress Art Commissions. Right. Who wants the commission? You haven't done one yet, no?
No, I haven't done one yet.
If we go on to this one, actually no, before we do that we need to figure out who's donated. Right, you can tell I've had help with this before.
Yep.
That's the online random picker. Can you see? It was that one, I think.
Oh.
Maybe it's not that one.
Well, I'm heading to bed, so good night.
Sleep well, sweet dreams. There should be a page where they've got the charity open. The Just Giving page. Am I not seeing that?
Um.
To do this.
It might be in the Chrome in a different tab. Is that one?
Yes. Beautiful eye. Okay, so we're gonna refresh.
And also with you, you know.
Basically, just like a hairdresser would do, I'm just going to dampen it down.
Okay.
Don't believe him.
Kind of scary. Do you want to buy that?
Yeah.
Where is it?
And it's not going to be warm.
Done all that.
Max was our last giveaway, so we've had a lovely donation from Ashley.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ashley.
Now just press it up. That's it.
And then we're just going to copy and paste
Yeah.
That's really looks good.
God damn it.
into
Exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't. When he says it's warm water, he's lying.
No, it is.
Warm.
sort of warm.
Awfully warm.
Is that warm?
Oh, that's warm. Yeah.
Right. Is that
That's
warm?
not warm.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Point proven.
Ready?
But that is warm water.
We have Jacqueline Tan.
Oh, there's the cat.
But I have to now find the
Don't know why I
list.
threw it on.
Congratulations, Jacqueline Tan.
There.
You have the commission. Oh, wrong
I
one,
don't know
wrong
what
one.
light you've got. Right, okay.
So that is scheduled. That one.
Cool.
Voila.
Oh my god,
We
it's
did it.
dripping on my
That's it.
butt.
That's the giveaway done.
Marvelous.
Cool. You doing the next one? That's right. 5 o'clock.
I mean,
What's after that? What's next? Oh no.
5 o'clock. I'm doing a shoot with them.
With you.
Just move over.
She's Michelle for it. No, she's tiny past. You're. Yeah, I know. I remembered the 5 part.
I'm glad you remember the 5 part.
You know, sort of. Right.
I have water dripping down me now. And it's Tony.
So it's cooling, but probably not what you wanted
Not
this
what I
time.
wanted. I
Next
imagine I need
up-
to take this off.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, you know you're shooting a male lingerie shoot with me, right?
I have no idea.
Okay, you're shooting a
I
male
was just
lingerie shoot with me.
Let's see how that works. Does anyone want
I
this
think we can
to
do
be?
this.
No, I'm not bothered.
You can? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's nice.
Aaron, do you have any interesting questions?
Me?
Or anything interesting to say?
Oh god, no, I never have anything interesting to say, you should know that.
Would you have anything to say?
I mean, we spent half an hour talking politics at one of my shoots.
I believe it's my setup.
They're arguing over setup.
Where are you?
Your setup.
Wet.
My fucking
Voila.
My fucking
hair.
Oh yes, definitely.
I love that there's no space in the once upon a time.
Yeah, I'm definitely square.
It's working me
Once
off
upon a
bit.
time, there's no space between once and upon.
But now I've just got like driplets
Then it
coming
goes
down
into
my
the
butt.
Do you want any where you Right,
Because it
remember
messes
where
up
your
like the
light
whole
is.
thing.
So if you put
And
that
it takes more
there,
time.
make
Yeah, no,
cover
I've
it
got
Also,
up.
English is spelled wrong.
Yeah, that's it.
Just a quick point out, Ignis is spelled wrong. And it should have it
And
on.
Well, if I
English
managed
is
to
spelled
follow
right.
I found another position where I wasn't. No. That was a mistake, wasn't it?
Just a casual close up on Darren's face.
I'm gonna move you
So do you
slightly.
want to sit here and see how much you don't
We're
like it?
gonna have this light coming directly behind you. What?
It's like a fucking word, mate.
Language, children!
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Middle of the night, it's all good.
Focus on your eyes.
Good. Is there not supposed to be someone else talking now as well?
Oh my god!
20 past.
Nikki's
20
idea.
past 4.
No.
I mean-
Wait, really?
Revenge for nicking his models.
Exactly.
That's true.
I was quite honest with him. And I said to him,
Is it? How do you go back to the, not the Just Giving page, but the questions page? Or the talks page?
That is this one. Nope, that's this one.
There you go.
So it should be Candy Box.
Yeah. No? 5:20. No, yeah.
Social media how
Oh yeah, it's 4:20.
So where is it?
Oh wow, we did genuinely speak in there.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Not bad at all.
You might go back, if you go back to the, not the Just Giving page, the screen page where you can see like
Take a half
talking.
step back.
That's one.
Perfect.
Someone come back.
Somewhere on here.
Why didn't it come back? Get it. It's right.
No, I think it's in Chrome. It's in Chrome.
Why isn't Chrome open? I love that. Okay, fine. It's in Chrome. There.
Actually, look at
Hey.
Yeah.
That one. No, that one.
No,
Not that
Same
one.
in frame my face
There you
as well.
Definitely know how to use a computer.
God, probably.
That's it.
We will let him know when he's back.
Just that book.
Beautiful.
I like that.
Oh, beautiful peoples.
The beautiful peoples that.
Right, let's get you to turn it around. So let's go with
I was
this one
about to
facing
follow.
you, and this one's going to
That works too, to be honest.
Yeah, it works.
So,
I mean, getting to photograph women, scantily clad women, and others in for a hobby. It's a good hobby.
I don't hear
a
anybody.
little bit wrong.
I don't.
Hear anyone complaining?
Yes, that. It was initially going down that way, and it just didn't really work.
It's good. I understood what you meant.
This could be interesting though.
I'll
Losing the
move
ability to
away
speak,
from
obviously.
So,
It's alright, we're shooting.
Yeah, I was just saying, while we're shooting, if it just turns into hand signals, just
It's fine.
bear with me. But you know what you're doing, so I'm cool.
I'm one of these people that's like, it's fine if I know you. You can generally move me in different positions. I had Darren cleaning paint off me
let's turn it around.
in a bucket.
Was this for concept, or was this after the concept?
After a concept.
Now,
I was covered in orange and green paint, and we mixed it up
let's
on me, and it got very messy, and I didn't have time to dry for me to peel it off, and we had to wash the paint off in a bucket. There is picture evidence of this as well, which we have not put online for the reasons that I'm naked. I think I have pants on for that shoot though, because I really did not want to get paint in certain places.
No, some places are out of bounds.
Yeah. Not out of bounds for glitter, apparently.
Only here.
Only here.
We can do flour though.
Not here at the moment.
No, I'm just really fed up with glitter.
To be fair, I
I'm not
notice.
surprised.
There is still tons on the carpet, like tons.
Oh, Michelle had it in her hair. Had one speck in her hair.
You're welcome to my life for the last 6 months.
I think we've all had the same situation.
It's in your food.
You alright?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm fine.
You sure?
Is... Yep, shit.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about you.
Sorry, did you blame me for something and I'm not even there?
No.
Someone said damn it, and you
Oh, I
answered.
thought Darren.
Oh, John says get a haircut, by the way.
John? Which John? Is John in there?
You're right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, no, I
yes.
just...
Oh,
The
my
seat moves.
God.
I shouldn't have leaned forward. My
John's an amazing
What did you pick up?
partner.
Oh, that one.
No, yeah,
Hello, John.
She's
Sorry, I'm not on.
Show back five, isn't it?
It's fine.
Bendy.
Sorry.
Was it Bendy?
I'm doing other
There you
things,
go.
as you can see. It's a shame. isn't it?
She's okay.
She
She just
gets
had a bit of a
crushed.
fall.
It's fine, I'm used to it. I've banged my head like 4 times on the light that I set up. It's cool.
That's about right.
John's an Aussie dog. He's out in Australia. He
Thank
does
you.
vineyards and events and posh events and vineyards and or anything involving wine, basically drinking it mainly.
Kind of like you with everything involving boobs.
boobs. Yeah, he tries to get a few boobs in there as well.
Are the boobs in the vineyards?
I think he tries to arrange his meetings. He does hospitals as well. And he seems to always find the good-looking nurses. Yeah, so. makes for better
I'm
advertising.
trying to work out if the hospitals are.
Oh no, they're proper hospitals and not my sort of hospitals.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm kind of like, are we talking abandoned hospitals or
not
actual?
my side of shoots. No.
Not that side of
Actual
shoots.
working, happy, bright light.
Happy bright
White
light.
tea.
I'm not entirely sure you can count a hospital as a happy place.
No blood.
More facing that way.
Anyway,
More facing
I'm sorry
that
I'm
way.
not playing that. I'll be online tomorrow night.
Up at this light.
I like this. No, you're here forever.
Can I see
Yeah,
the photos
that's
of
it.
Streaming constantly, and he's gone.
I need to go and replace my makeup at some point.
I think I need to go outside because I am completely zoning. I didn't catch a word of that. Literally.
Would you like some tea?
I have coffee somewhere.
Is that it? Is it black coffee?
It is black coffee.
No
yes.
idea.
I think
Smell it.
I'm sure it might be. I can smell it from here. It's
Fair enough.
strong.
Right. Same pose. Put that one hand into
Is this
the other
your
hand.
first shoot?
Where the light,
Is this coming up to your first shoot? Or
No,
have you been
second
shooting
shoot.
it?
and then
I
turn
shot Jack,
towards this light.
Jack
Yeah.
Frost earlier on. With,
How did I miss that? Did I see?
I don't know. You might have been
How
out.
did I? I may have been wandering around here. Maybe I've been doing that.
It was with Charlotte.
Was that after her easy A?
No, Charlotte was a photographer.
No, I know that. I meant, was she still in her easy A while she was shooting?
I don't think she was. I think it was before her easy A.
How we doing the time?
Um,
Got 9 minutes. You alright?
yeah, I just.
Don't you go for it as well.
It's fine. I've already done the embarrassing thing, so you know, rock on it.
Yeah, but
Probably heard a little bit more.
front leading.
No.
Sorry, I'm just adjusting people on the screen. I'm sorry.
What I want
Oh, Tony's posing for me, that's great.
is this style
Right, okay.
with your hand.
In between?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I apologise. Say
I
apologise.
think move back a little bit then.
Oh, blimey, get the model to do all the work.
Yep.
He's been on his feet for a good while, you know.
After 11 years going out later, so neither does it, but laugh and gone.
Oh, bless.
I'm staying awake, getting more money from mine.
The staying awake thing is becoming tricky.
The staying awake thing is definitely becoming a challenge.
To that point.
I think my hand up is better than my hand. Just
Yeah.
There.
No, just one hand down.
Just one
here.
hand, yeah.
Yeah, and the other hand.
Yeah, I'm
is here.
I'm getting to the point where I'm like dropping.
Just turn
Yes.
back a little bit. Don't look at me, look away from the camera.
The delay.
Yeah.
I'm loving the delay.
Yeah, that I'm here.
Cosplay plans for this year?
It's a good question, actually.
Okay. Alright,
Definitely doing Georgie
I don't
when
want to
the
do
new
anything
it comes
until-
out.
Because you'll get crack on it.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Don't do horror.
Okay.
But
The kid in the
I'm
yellow
aware.
coat with the red balloon.
Yeah,
Right.
I was going to say I'm aware of
I'm
the
just
character.
gonna drop this so you can careful.
We both know it's going to hit you on the head when I stand up. It's cool.
I'm just
I'm-
being
I'm
experimental
ready.
with my work. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Tiny Tina from Borderlands.
Oh, I actually know that one.
Yes.
What are you talking about, Borderlands?
I'm planning doing Tiny Tina
Oh
for
my god, you'd see her.
That conviction on your face
I
there. It's just
know,
like,
it's-
perfect.
I tend
Please
to
do
suit
it,
the
yeah.
crazy ones who are very well versed in explosives.
What are you planning?
I was gonna do like one like I don't know if that's even gonna work.
Hey, if it
I'm
works
not
for you,
sure
I
that is.
can't think of any of the characters that
James.
suit that.
Why don't you turn
From
it
League of
around
Legends.
and
I've never
use
played
I
League.
was gonna do.
because then it's not a
She's a crazy rocket launching wielding.
She's the one with the shark.
Alright.
Yes.
Yes. I've seen lots of Jinx cosplayers.
I have a plushie shark that I used for a boudoir shoot, a Jinx boudoir shoot, which was
Oh, that would have been adorably cool.
very fun.
Nice.
It was good fun.
Hannah, without bumping your head, can you just turn it, push it downwards a bit?
This way.
Yeah.
Come towards
So, undo the bracket and yeah, that's it. Let's see if it's. Yeah,
Bakugo from Boku no Hero Academia.
Nope.
Anime.
I know that one.
Huh?
I know that one.
Yep.
Arch mechanism.
Yeah, no, old school.
Again, like explosives. He can cause explosions with his hands. It's great.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yep.
Has he got anything like armor wise on it, or is it literally just
It's part
Sort of
of
like Jubilee
part of
now.
it. Huh?
like Jubilee? She can
It's
bright lights.
he has the power in general. It's called a quirk in My Hero Academia. The powers are called a quirk. Let me remind you of everyone. Bye. It's nice having you here.
Thanks for the support.
Can I give you this? Thank you. This floor is glorious right now, Flower.
Yep.
Move that way.
But yeah, so he, in the least gross explanation possible, he basically
Explodes.
no,
Exudes.
excretes
So close.
a sort of like a I want to say toxin, but it's not a toxin. Like
An explosive liquid.
yeah, a liquid, like basically his sweat is explosive.
Okay.
Is the best way I could describe it. For anyone who knows the anime, please help me. I do not know. Like they explain it in, because they occasionally will explain the quirks of the different heroes. And the way that they explain Bakugo is that he excretes a chemical that
I did warn you.
excretes a chemical from his sweat that he then lights and it explodes. So his his costume basically has these massive gauntlet,
Sorry, can we push that back up a little
massive gauntlet bracer things. Are we doing good?
10 degrees.
You want to be more specific?
No, that's fine.
Sweet.
I can't be more specific than 10 degrees.
I don't know, 11.2. Pretty specific. Yeah, so he has these gauntlet bracers that look like massive grenades.
I think I've seen
Yeah.
this character.
Yes. Crazy blonde hair.
Greenish outfit.
Yes.
Beautiful dog.
And these are yellow.
Green.
The green one. Okay. I could be misremembering that one.
This one.
No, I think I've seen some cosplays of this around.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, that could be cool.
Yeah. But it's part of a group cosplay that we're doing. It's witch themed. So it's kind of simplifying it down and sort of giving it more of like a witchy vibe. So I am wearing harem pants and a leotard for this cosplay. But also he has a kind of like a fan concept Halloween costume in which he's basically a cat. So I'm going to be wearing cat ears and chain cuffs, broken chain cuffs, to be the group cat, basically.
That actually sounds like quite a fun concept.
It's so good.
You're going to be a cat. We can't go wrong with that.
Nope.
At all.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I don't know, when does your shoot end?
I don't know.
20 past?
I think so.
Yeah, then 2 minutes.
It's 2 minutes. Should we see if Candy Locks is... Because I know she was doing makeup. So...
It sounds like she's outside.
I was going to say I heard a voice there, didn't I?
Yep. She has a very distinctive voice.
Like when she and Izzy first came up, before they even hit the door, it was like, oh yeah, Michelle's here, let's go and let her in.
Very distinctive. You can usually tell when I'm coming because there's just a profuse amount of swearing. Tends to be when I arrive.
have these markers though, because then you know exactly who's going to be at the door and what to expect.
Exactly.
It's all good.
Good markers.
No, never change. No. Embrace the cloud of swear words.
Izzy got footage of me earlier on, and I was trying to kind of like just ruin the footage by swearing, just continuously at the camera. And she's gonna be like, I'm just gonna put it on there and just bleep all of it over. It'd be kind of like Morse code.
I was gonna say, it's the bit with you in there, it's just gonna be like,